Well, I've had a piece of chicken. I've had a little drink. I've looked at all the girls, given one or two a wink. I'm sitting in my seat, radio to my ear, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the crowd's opening cheer. I've been waiting since last Saturday, see another one beat. Friends, it's time once again to let the big dog eat. It's time to let the big dog eat. It's time to hear the bulldog beat. It's time. 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 The leaves are red and black. It's time. It's time to bring the bulldogs back. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. I love to go back to Athens town. I love to jump up when they holler down. I love to see the red coat spell the name. I love to talk about that bulldog thing. It's time to get the bulldog grin with 75,000 of your closest friends. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. To feel the bulldog heat. It's time to let the big dog eat.
We on air.
Here we go. We're live.
On air.
We are live. We are live from Livonia, Georgia.
Yes, sir, baby. It's time, Clark. It's time,
It is
baby.
time.
Hey, this time a week ago, a lot of people were telling their kids, there was a lot of excitement in there that one more sleep until Santa Claus comes. So, hey, we're one more sleep until it is time for the Peach Bowl
Yeah.
for the big dog to eat, baby.
That is true.
One more sleep. One more
I'm
sleep
excited.
to another playoff game in the University of Georgia history, man. The third time, baby, we get to see the dogs in the playoffs. Man, it's just it's a blessing. It's exciting, man. This is what these moments in life are all about, Clark.
Absolutely.
It's these moments right here against people like the Ohio State Buckeyes,
Yeah.
man. I'm fired up. Let's go.
It feels
Let's go.
good to be playing a top-tier team like Ohio State,
does.
too, Adam. I mean, I was talking about it with my buddy McKay. It's been fun playing Michigan. It's been fun playing Alabama all these times in the playoff. But it's nice to match up against a team like Ohio State, who we've only met up with twice.
That's right.
This is the
That's
second
right.
time.
The second time, baby.
So-
Blue blood. This needs to happen. I'm fired up, Clark. I've listened to Ohio State podcast, Clark, the whole entire week. Okay? Listen to those podcasts the whole entire week, and it's interesting what their takes are, man. It's interesting what their takes are. A lot of stuff like they don't have explosive receivers that can stretch the field. Georgia hadn't stretched the field much, but they're not talking about the two tight ends that Georgia's able to move their ball and have the explosive offense about. And I'm excited to break it down tonight with everybody. But I have a word for everybody. The word of the night and the word of the whole night tomorrow night will be this right here, baby. Will be the difference in these two football games. Physicality, baby.
Oh, that's great, Adam.
Physicality,
Look at
baby.
that.
Physicality is
Don't
what
rip the
separates these two teams right here, and what separates the culture that Ryan Day has up there in Columbus, Ohio, and what Kirby Smart has in Athens, Georgia. This game will be won in the trenches of who can put a hat on a hat and just drive their man and beat their man.
Yeah.
And then when in the secondary too, Clark, our boys against those receivers, man. Those receivers like to get physical. Let's see how physical they want to get against these Georgia Bulldogs, man. That is the difference right there. Is physicality, everybody.
Yeah. And you said it on the
Bring that in your
podcast.
head.
Yeah, you said it on the podcast. The guys in the secondary have got to step up and make some plays and be
We're gonna be
physical, jam guys off the line of scrimmage, and
rush the middle, baby.
Rush the middle.
Rush
yeah.
the middle.
I'm like
Their tackles, both their tackles, man. They got some stud tackles that haven't gave up a sack this year, Clark. But the thing is, man, you penetrate the middle. You penetrate the middle of the line, man. You get in there with big number 88 and you smack him. That's how you disrupt C.J. Stroud, a very accurate passer. Is you get in his face, you disrupt him, you get him flush from the pocket and force throws. Don't even let their routes develop, baby, because you're in his face all night long, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited, Adam. Should we open up the lines, or is it a little too early? Is there anything else you need to say?
One more thing I'm going to say about this, Clark.
All right,
Because
say it.
I've heard a lot of Ohio State media talking about that, man, and everything. I think what thing we're going to see is I think Jim Knowles is going to be aggressive on the defensive side of play calling, man, and I think they can get them torched. I think they have not seen a team like Georgia who is able to, and a quarterback like Stetson Bennett and Todd Monken, who has trained him and had so much practice with him, and Stetson Bennett's just high-level IQ, how many games he's played, that if they try to rush, where Georgia is going to eat and feast, Clark, I feel like it's dumping off balls to Kenny McIntosh, to Brock Bowers, little short 4 or 5 yard passes that they're going to make a man miss, some of their second-level guys, and carry it for 30 yards after catch, Clark.
Yeah,
that's the explosive play. It's not chunking 60-yard passes down the field, Clark.
Right.
It is just dinking the diamond, making a
Yards
man miss,
after catch.
and some yak, baby, some yak.
Yeah. I mean, and that's one thing that Michigan did really well against Ohio State. They scorched them in man-to-man coverage. So, we're going to be looking for those matchups, and they will be looking for those matchups.
Run football.
It'll be a fun day tomorrow. I'm really excited.
Woo, can't wait.
We hope y'all are. Hey, in the comments, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, comment below where you're watching from tonight. We'd love to know.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, baby.
Where y'all are watching from. So we're seeing some familiar faces. Blake Newman, Baylor, Kale. I mean, a lot of DGDs on tonight. We're excited about this show. And, hey, let's just go ahead and open up.
Let's get it, baby. Let's go ahead and jump right straight to it.
We will take our first caller whenever.
Let's see where the mindsets are tonight. Yep. I want to hear where the mindsets are of the Georgia people tonight, man.
Oh, yeah. So we do have an open line. Let's see. Here we go. There's the graphic, Adam. Hey, right quick before we open up the line, I just want to shout out our friends at Coca-Cola, Adam.
Yeah, our friends at Coca-Cola. Michelle, right?
Michelle and Cher Breedlove,
Yes.
our aunt. Love her to death. She was very gracious to hook us up with the hairy dog in the background.
Big hairy dog.
So,
I love our hairy dog, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hope y'all like that. That's some good eye candy for the nights. Big hairy giving the flex back there. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Hey, can we name Coca-Cola the official soft drink of Row 60?
Is that allowed?
I don't know if it's allowed, but we may do it, Adam.
Support us, yeah. I mean,
I'm really tempted to open this and drink it.
Yeah.
I would.
Ohio State fans prefer Pepsi.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, man, all right.
What do they call it? Redneck ditch water? Is that what they call Pepsi?
Yeah,
That's what Drew Scoggins, Coach Drew Scoggins, a Franklin County native, calls it. So, anyway, all right, we're getting our first caller here.
I heard that before, but I'm gonna run with it. Go ahead. Who we got? Let's go, baby.
We had to start it off right, Adam. How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, that's right, Baylor. It's good hearing from you, man. I'm feeling great. I'm excited. I'm amped. This is why we love football, and in particular, Georgia football.
That's right.
Nights like tonight and days like tomorrow. So, what do you have for us tonight, Baylor? Where are you at? Are you in Tennessee or are you in the hot Atlanta?
Well, I'm in Tennessee. First thing I was going to say is y'all got too much orange back there on the TV. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Some nasty shades of color back there, isn't there?
I understand why, but I just had to throw my 2 cents on that.
That's right.
But man, I feel good, man. I told Gaines all year. For some reason, Ohio State is the one team that I've just said they bother me. I don't know why. I just felt like, not saying they're the worst matchup for us, but I think they're one of the tougher matchups that we could possibly have. Oh, yeah. But you know, everybody always asks me, they're like, how do you feel? And I'm like, after watching this season and watching 12, 13 games, my biggest thing is this, is as long as the dogs don't beat themselves, as long as we do the fundamentals and take care of the football, like, I don't see anybody beating us as long as we don't beat ourselves.
That's right. That's right. I agree, man. This is a team that you're exactly right. They're a very talented football team, very good offensive football team, a lot of good playmakers, very mature guys and good leadership. And one thing about them, like you said, you cannot turn over the football this game 2 times and expect to win.
Yeah,
I feel like
turnovers.
It's going to make it a whole lot tougher than it has been this year.
And, you know, the one thing I think about this game too is if you go back and you watch the Michigan Ohio State game, is that when Michigan had the opportunities to make the big plays, man, they made it count. And I think if we have those opportunities, we gotta we gotta capitalize when we can. And then on far as defense, like the way I look at defense is this: is Marvin Harrison's going to get his any way you look at it. But if you can limit the rest of everybody else and not let one guy beat you and have a bend but don't break defense, which we've done all year long, I think that really sets us up for success. And the other thing too is I think offensively, man, just if we can get the run game going and just wear them down, I think late third quarter, fourth quarter, we could really start to pull away.
Yeah, man, I agree 100%. You wear them down. That's when you impose your will. That's what we as Georgia fans like, is when we impose our will. When they know good and well that we're going to run the football between the tackles right up the A gap and they can't stop it. You're busting off 4 or 5 yard runs. That's when you know that that's the style of football that Kirby Smart wants to play, man. And what I'm excited about, too, is this opportunity. Like you said, it's good on good, man. It's different styles of football that have been successful for both of these teams, both of these coaches, and they're going to clash tomorrow night. And that's what I'm fired up about. You said it. Harrison's going to get his. Very talented guy. I think he's the best receiver in the nation. I think he's better than Hyatt. But the thing is, I think within these Big Ten defense and the defenses they played thus far, their main guy, of course, is on Harrison, and then Buka eats on the other side. And then the thing that gets him is you have another stud. I think he was the number 1 receiver out of his class, and Julian Fleming and the Slayton coming in there. And they don't have a Javon Bullard. They don't have a Javon Bullard at the star, man, that can line up on Fleming. I don't think they've seen that.
I agree with you on that. I'm excited offensively. I think it might have been Gaines earlier this weekend he was talking about it, or maybe it was you. I don't remember. One of y'all talking about Kendall Milton finally getting healthy. I know Gaines and I in our group chat have been talking about these last couple of games. He when we talk about wearing defenses down, he specifically has done that. He's been one of those through the tackles, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he's breaking off 15, 20-yard runs and can really start to just chew up that clock and move the chains for us. And I think that's good. I don't really have a score prediction, but like I said, I think as long as the dogs don't turn the ball over and we just control what we can control, man, I'm as confident as I've been in a Georgia team. I don't want to say that, coming out and acting all foolish, but.
Well, no, there's a reason to have confidence. We are those guys now. We're not at the point anymore where we're like, they got to play their B+ game, and then we got to play our A+ game, and we win. No, it doesn't matter. As long as Georgia plays their A+ game and don't shoot themselves in the foot, they could beat anybody in the country, and especially anybody in this playoff bracket that they got here. Yeah. And Ohio State's the only team that's in the same stratosphere of talent in this playoff, without a doubt. So this is a test. It's been a crossroads all year.
Each of you a question. Who do y'all think? I guess Gaines, and then also Adam. Who's your one player on offense and defense that you think is the difference maker tomorrow night?
Offense, A.D. Mitchell. People aren't talking about him enough. Ohio State knows about him because they're going to have to know about him. He's going to cause a problem if he's healthy tomorrow. Because, Adam, you're right. I think we're going to dink and dime him down the field. You're going to see a lot of crossing routes, mesh routes, slants, hitches, curls, all this stuff, short game, 10-yard dink and dimes. But that's going to open up that deep ball to A.D. Mitchell. And that's where, man, he's just such a threat. And it reminds me, we talked about this on the podcast, Adam. It reminds me of George Pickens last year. He burst onto the scene, the SEC championship, and made a big impact there. Same thing in the Orange Bowl, and then obviously the national championship as well. So A.D. Mitchell's my guy offensively.
Yeah, I'll give you the defense then. I would say offensively too. I'm going to go with Kenny McIntosh catching the ball out of the backfield, man. I really am going. I don't think Ohio State has the Smile Munden, Jamin Dumas Johnson, and what we've seen at Georgia inside linebackers at that second level to that I think McIntosh could get 3 from anybody out in the flats trying to cover him on some of these routes that they dump the ball off, check down routes to him, and I think he can explode for some big yardage after the catch, man. So I'm gonna go with him and just taking the ball out of the backfield, running the football. And on defense, I'm going with 2. I'm going with Smile Munden, our boy Logan Raldrip, his guy, number 2 right there, the inside linebacker, Smile Munden, and then Javon Bullard, number 22, man. I think if both of those guys at their respective positions have big games, man, then I feel pretty good. I mean, I know everybody wants to talk about Ringo Laster on the perimeter and everything, and then Chris that, but I'm going to go. Those are the 2 wild cards I'm going to throw out there that's not being talked about much.
Hey, well, Baylor, you reminded me of this. This time, let's see, 6 years ago, we were in Memphis, Tennessee at the Liberty Bowl versus TCU, and man, have we come a long way since then.
Yeah, we were. That was.
And it's Gaines, we talked about this a lot too. Just us that have been Georgia fans, and we've been through it, man. Like like you talk about it all the time. And these are the golden years for our lives that we've lived so far. Mm-hmm. And so it's just important to cherish it and really just enjoy it. Well, I guess for me, I'll add on to my question, and I'll let y'all go. But for me, offensively, I heard something that Ohio State linebackers are really good at containing tight ends and running backs, and I think our running backs and tight ends can go up against anybody and we're just fine. So I'm actually with you, Gaines. I think my difference maker is going to be offensively is going to be A.D. Mitchell. I think now that he's finally healthy, he is just such a difference maker, and he really does add that explosive level to take off the top when we need it to. If Lad's healthy too, man, being a great possession receiver like he is, I think those 2 for me. And then defensively, I'm going to go opposite of what you guys said. I'm going to go defensive front, and I'm going to go the defensive line. And my reason for that is this. I think when he's able to set his feet and pick his target and make his throw, I think C.J. Stroud is probably the best passer in college football. Mm-hmm. But I think if you can get him off his read, make him move his feet, and not really just have to sit back there and pick you apart all day, I think he struggles a little bit more. So for me, I think our defensive approach tomorrow night is going to be a lot like it was against Tennessee. And I think we're going to, and you guys talk about this in the podcast, but bringing 4, if we can get to him with 4, but then when we not because we have to, but when we want to be able to bring 5 and 6 and really get to him, I think that could be a huge, huge, huge difference defensively.
100%.
Absolutely.
Well, Baylor, we're going to take some more calls, man. Last chance for a score prediction. Come on, give us something.
All right, that's fine. Let's go 34-24 Dogs.
Okay.
All right. I like it.
That's just as good as a 35-34 win.
Let's go.
All right, Baylor, we
That's right.
appreciate the call, man. We're going to take some more, but it was good hearing from you.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs, baby. Who we got?
All right, we're going to take our next caller. Whoa. You know what? I'm going to call this person back.
Okay,
I think I accidentally hit the end button.
Oh, did you?
That's not good. Let me call this person.
The person that just called.
Oh boy, we're getting a lot. Hold up, we're getting a lot of calls.
You might just have to take the. All right.
You know what? Here we
you
go.
calling that guy?
I'm going to call this person.
I saw that was next in line.
Yes.
That number.
Please leave your message for.
Oh, okay. All right. Open line, baby.
Open line.
No, I think Baylor made some good points right there, man. And I'm excited to see what the offensive attack is going to be. My thing is, I hope, I pray that Jim Knowles is going to be aggressive in his defensive play. I want them to bring pressure all night because I think that is when Stetson Bennett will feast, man.
Yeah.
A quarterback like Stetson Bennett, because he's not going to try to force stuff and he will take what the defense gives him, and that's where I'm thinking where checking down those check down routes are really going to pick up some yards, man. And if it's anything like what Knowles has been his tendency's been, I think, in like the Michigan game. He's very aggressive with. I just think he's got an aggressive approach. I'm not seeing much Jim Knowles defensive football, but from the stuff I see, that's I think that's going to be exciting to see, man. Is how they how they're going to be. Now the secondary is not that great. I don't think the Ohio State secondary.
No, I don't think
what
so.
I've heard. So we should be able to.
They got torched. Hey, y'all, we were getting a bunch of calls. We're going to take our next one here. Welcome to Row 60. Who we got? Where are you calling from?
Blake Newman from Houston, Texas.
There he is, Big Blake. How y'all doing down there in the Lone Star State, brother?
Oh, we're doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Got the cold front out of here, and now the mosquitoes are back.
I heard that, man. I heard that. You ready for some Georgia football, man?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. I'm pumped up. I'm feeling very confident about tomorrow night.
That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Oh,
yeah, I got you, Blake. I got you, man. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead, man. Floor is yours.
Oh, I was just saying, man, I feel like I have a big feeling about AD as well. I've heard the previous caller and y'all talking real good about him, and I've had a feeling all week that he's going to come back and just, unleash for all the season that he's missed. I'm thinking he's going to get at least 2 scores.
Right. Hey, I like it, man. Yeah. I like it. That definitely, his presence is that guy that be on the outside that can stretch the field. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. And he was big in the playoffs last year, Blake. He's the guy that took that step from that practice time between the SEC championship and New Year's Eve last year and had big games in the Orange Bowl, big games in the national championship, man. And I hope he continues that. I mean, there's guys that are known for when they step up and then postseason play all throughout sports, and hopefully A.D. Mitchell will be sketching as one of those guys.
I'll tell you, the beauty of having A.D. Mitchell is, as a defensive coordinator, you got to figure out who you're going to double team, because you're going to have to double team someone, whether it's Brock Bowers, whether it's Ladd, whether it's A.D. Mitchell. You can't double team all those guys, and if you do, obviously it's a numbers game, and you're going to have guys streaking downfield. So having A.D. Mitchell back is huge, people. And I'm like you, Blake, man. Don't be surprised if he catches 2 touchdowns tomorrow.
I love it, man. I love it. Whew, man,
I'm really feeling confident in him, and I don't think I've told y'all this before, but I live out here in Houston, and he's from the same area, but I actually know his mom.
Okay.
And I talked to her about a week ago, and she said that he felt as good as he's felt since his injury. So
that's good.
I'm believing he's going to be just fired up, ready to go, and he's already kind of got that moxie out there on the field. Like, he just head and shoulders, he believes he can beat the man across from him, and I feel like he's just going to be 100% every play. And I'm looking forward to a big day from him tomorrow night. And I feel like defensively, our front seven I feel like they're just going to overpower the Ohio State O-line, and I feel like we're going to get a lot of pressure on their quarterback.
I love it, Blake. Look
analysis
at Blake with the scoop, baby.
Exactly. Yeah, inside scoop. Hey, we can't say we don't have
inside connections.
Well, now we do.
We got him from Texas. I love that, man. That's been a question: is how healthy is A.D. Mitchell going to be? And we just heard from Blake Newman from talking to A.D. Mitchell's mother. That's the best he's felt in a long time. That gets Dog fans fired up. I love it, man. I think your boy is going to show out tomorrow. So we'll see. I like it, man. I like it.
We'll see.
Well, Blake, what are the plans for tomorrow, man?
For tomorrow, it's the same as usual. I ain't gonna change nothing up too much. I'm gonna watch it in the man cave and just be ready to go come tomorrow. I'll be itching around all day. I'll do my best to sit still, but I doubt it.
I love it, brother. I love it, man. Well, that's exciting. It's a big one. Be loud out in Houston, baby. Yeah. Like always, like you always do. Bring it, and go Dogs.
Oh
baby.
Yeah,
go Dogs.
Go Dogs, baby.
You the man, Blake. Appreciate it, brother.
Oh, that's good. I always love hearing from Blake, our Texas Dog.
Yeah, and Texas Dog with some inside scoop. Man, he dropped the hammer on us tonight. I love that.
I know. We weren't expecting that. Hey, right quick, let's take a question. Drew G. Drew with my 3 boys, Greenville, South Carolina. Love the Row 60 podcast the last 2 seasons. We have the stickers, the hats, and love the concession stand report.
Awesome, man.
Hey, we really appreciate it, Drew. From one of my sons, what do you think will be the biggest threat from Ohio State, and how will they respond to the threat that is the greatest for the Dogs?
That's a good question.
We'll answer that. We'll come back to this.
Yes.
That's we've got another caller on the line, a very special caller, a DGD, a friend of the show, Adam. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Who is it?
Oh wait, hold on.
Start back over. Car had a malfunction. You were on like the phone. You weren't on like. So go ahead.
My bad.
Go
start again.
Start again.
Start again. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all gonna make me blush for that intro, but have no fear. Kale from Loganville is here.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear from you, Kale. Good to hear from you, Kale. How we feeling tonight?
I'm doing just fine. I hope y'all fellas had a very special Merry Christmas and the whole nine.
That's right.
Oh, yeah,
That's right. I hope you and yours did too, Kale. I hope you and yours did too.
Yes, sir.
Well, no, not really. Santa gave me a thing of hockey pucks in my stocking, and it reminded me of the Suckeyes mascot.
I love it, Kale. I love the banner. Yeah. I love the banner. That's exactly right, baby.
What is a Buckeye? Have we officially declared what a Buckeye is?
It's a nut.
Is it just a nut?
It's a nut.
They look like a hockey puck to me. The mascot does anyway.
He does. He does. He does look like a hockey puck. That big old head, man.
We need a
He's
picture.
got a bigger head than I do. It's like it looks like that. I don't see how it could go and like walk in a symmetrical line with that much top weight going on right there. You know what I mean? I mean, this
or
is
like a bathroom, like a
massive
wall
head.
doorway.
Exactly. A lot of width on that thing. But anyway, Kel, go ahead. I digress.
Well, if you want to see a true mascot, he's just literally right behind y'all. That's the best mascot in the whole college football nation.
Right quick, Kale, let me just stop you. Sorry. Kale is a DGD, a friend of the show, man. He sent us a gift, Adam.
You told me about this.
I told you about this. It's sitting under my tree. Kale, do you want us to go ahead and open it?
Yes, before I talk any more trash, that would just make my day.
Okay.
Please, fellas, go right ahead.
All right, go ahead.
We are going to open up a Christmas gift. And Kale, by the way, my Christmas tree is, dead. It's not taking up any more water. The only reason we have it up is to keep. There's one more gift, and it is your gift. So I'm going to go get it. And Caitlin,
go get it.
You'll have to get me a knife.
Go get it. Give him that knife right there. Oh, yeah, that way. There you go. Nice. All right, Clark, come bring it. Man,
here we go.
This is exciting. This is good times, man. Kel, go ahead and give the people while we're opening this thing up your analysis of this football game.
Good idea.
It feels like an Alabama vibe, with all these players and coaches. And I don't know if you heard Adam or not, all the defensive Ohio State players saying that they have every advantage over UGA. I've been hearing, and them talking about the dead leg of Stetson Bennett, and it's just making me to my point where I'm just like, are we playing Alabama all over again, or is this the soft Ohio State Buckeyes, that barely beat Northwestern?
That's right.
So they got a lot of room to talk, if you know what I mean.
That's right, Kel, man. I did hear that. It sounds like their players compared to what Georgia's were and their media sessions, man, it was a different tune. I feel like Georgia's has that quiet confidence, man. That quiet confidence that Kirby Paul Smart has been preaching about all year. That was on display the whole week through interviews and the media encounters that all of our guys had compared to some of the Ohio State's guys. Man, it kind of seemed like they had to kind of talk themselves kind of up a little bit in some areas. Some of those guys did, man. I'm really impressed with Stroud. I think he's a very mature guy, a good quarterback. But some of those guys, like you said, Kel, I agree 100% with you, man. 100%. Man.
All right, we got the gift open.
What do we got?
Kel, hold up, just a second. I gotta get this.
Go
off
ahead.
The table.
Get it,
all right.
get it.
All right, we got a note.
Nice.
And some straws.
Some straws.
I think I may have an idea.
What do we got?
I may
What do we
have
got?
an idea.
What do we got?
That says Adam. That goes to you.
Nice.
All right. Well, hold up. We'll open it at the same time.
All right,
Clark.
well, hurry up.
Oh,
man.
that's a
Hurry
good.
up. Dead air is not good.
Hey,
Come
I
on.
tell you what, that is a really good. Like that is
is-
how I
that
sign
is
my
good
name
quality.
almost to the T.
Oh, that's
not
all-
creepy.
yeah, that is
Cursive.
good.
Man, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
All right, here we
What's
go.
up?
You ready?
Oh yeah. Check it out, baby. A good old tumbler. A good old tumbler right here.
Nice.
Oh, a customized personal
Look
tumbler.
at that.
I love it,
With
baby.
the Row
Look
60
at
logo.
that, man.
Man, that's
With our
sharp.
names, Row 60 logo. Conference champs, SEC champs, go Dogs, Kale, man, I love it, brother.
Nice.
This is going to be my official coffee mug right now for Row 60. Man, I appreciate
That's
it. brother.
awesome, man.
I appreciate it. I'm actually
you know
going to
what?
get coffee in them right now.
Can we do that? Thank you, Caitlin.
Our camera lady, Caitlin, back here is going to get us some coffee right now on them bad boys, Kale. That
Kale,
is
do you
awesome,
want us to read this?
It'll keep them warm. They look good, guys.
They
Oh
look
yeah,
great,
they do.
man. They
Hey,
look great.
We do want to shout
Hey,
out.
did you? I was about to say, did you make them? Do you make some tumblers, Kel?
My wife does.
Awesome,
my wife
man.
does actually, Adam.
All right, awesome. Does she have a business that you could get a good shout out to? That hey, give a shout out to him, baby.
Yes, she does. It's Custom Rose Creations.
Okay, you talked. Oh yes.
Custom Creations by Rose. I apologize.
No, you're good. Hey, the Facebook page, Custom Creations by Rose.
Yes.
All right, perfect, brother. Perfect. Well, we appreciate it, man. That is awesome. I have my coffee coming right here, my black coffee. I love it, man.
Can we just take a second to appreciate this? Adam ripped a hole through the physicality.
I love it. But
cheat.
Kel, love you, brother. Appreciate it,
Yes, man.
We,
hey, do you want us to read this, or is that something? What?
I don't want to take up no more callers. I just want to say a few other things, but no, y'all just read that and then just message me later or whatever. That'd be great.
We'll do it, brother.
Man.
We'll
We
do it.
appreciate
Appreciate that, man. You the man, Kel. Tell us, all right. Tell us then. Give us your score prediction and whatever else you have to say about this game, my man.
Yes, sir. I just want to say, everyone forgets. They want to talk about that LSU game, but you got to remember we did run the gauntlet. Between after our bye week, we did play Florida, we did play Tennessee, the number one offense, the number one team, supposedly within 3 to 5 times whenever they did have it for about as much of a cup of coffee.
Right.
We played, Kentucky, we played LSU, and we didn't have a break in none of the times, and
That's
to
right.
give Kirby and the team pretty much a month time frame
Dang right.
to get prepared for this game.
Yes, sir.
Y'all just don't
Bring
know
it.
what's coming,
Dang-
Nut Nation, if you get what I'm saying,
you
boys.
Dang right, man. There is nobody better than Kirby Smart and his staff when he has time to prepare for a game. We've seen it in countless season openers, Clemson, Oregon, bowl games, playoff games, man. When you give him time more than 2 weeks to prepare for a game, whoa, it's time to roll. Only time he's lost in that time frame we talked about on the podcast was Texas in the Sugar Bowl. And for me, I will always go to my grave with that game being something. There were some other outside issues as to why that happened, but neither here nor there. We're not talking about that. But anyway, Kel, great points, brother. Great points.
Oh man,
Yes, sir. I just want to give my score prediction.
Give it to us, man.
I'm going to go with 34-20 Dogs on top, and I just wanted to say I've always enjoyed all y'all's videos. I'm glad y'all like the tumblers. Y'all deserve them. And go Dogs and beat the Suck Nuts.
Go Dogs, baby. Appreciate it, man. Tell your wife thank you.
yes, thank y'all so
Love
much.
y'all.
We
Go
love
Dogs,
these.
man. Love
Go
that.
Dogs.
Awesome. Okay. Look at Clark drinking some black coffee. Got to put a little hair on your chest, son, and get you fired up for tomorrow. You need to get a little
my
hair on your
tongue
chest and
is
join the
scorched.
black coffee drinking community. That's the only way to
Oh
drink
my
it.
goodness! All right, everybody in the comments, how do you drink your coffee? If you do drink coffee,
Black. There's only one way for.
yeah, it's an acquired taste.
That's it. That's it.
Honestly, you know what it reminds me
man.
of, Adam? The taste of coffee. It kind of has a little bit of a smoky taste.
Yeah.
Especially when it's black.
It's good
Kind
for
of
you,
reminds
man.
me
good for
of
you.
a cigar. Maybe like a victory cigar.
That's right.
Maybe
That's right.
a victory cigar.
You dang
after
right.
the Peach Bowl.
After
Victory.
the Peach Bowl,
Yeah.
baby. Woo, I love
Oh,
it, man.
man.
I love it. Y'all keep them rolling, man. Great calls to start this show, man. One thing, too, let's talk about. I think you hear a lot of chatter from the Ohio State side. Georgia gave over 500 passing yards to LSU. Again, folks, Georgia's schematic approach on the defensive side of the football that night in Atlanta was first and foremost with Jaden Daniels in the first half starting at quarterback was to play a zone coverage that way
Unknown
that
caller.
he couldn't beat you with his legs, and they just transpired that. And when Nussmeier came in the rest of the night, you will see a different defensive approach. Like Beto said, more like we played against Tennessee, some man coverage and bring some more pressure. I feel like
agree.
that's going to be a completely different deal. And I have another thing to say on that later on. But
Okay.
get this one
All
going right here.
We got another caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Who we got?
Can you hear guys?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Well, this is Jim from Rhode Island, guys. How are we doing?
There is our favorite Rhode Islanders, baby.
Yes.
Sir. How are you and Miss Anne Marie doing tonight?
We're doing lovely, except for the fact that I've just found out I'm dealing with a case of pneumonia here. So I'm sitting here trying to be a DGD. You know, I got that other ball game on right now, Clemson and Tennessee.
Right.
But we're just trying to get geared up for the big thing tomorrow. Resting up, getting
right.
some energy, so I can, turn it out tomorrow for our dog.
That's right. Hey, that's right, Jim. Hey, we're going to be praying for you. I hope y'all get better, man, with that pneumonia. I hate that. But I know that you're a gamer, Jim, in the sense that when it's time to step up and answer the call and cheer on them dogs, baby, you'll be ready to go. You'll be ready to go. You'll reach down deep, and you'll be ready to come game time at 8 o'clock tomorrow night up there, baby. Isn't that right?
And I appreciate that, guys. That means so much. And it was great getting to see you when we were down there in Canada for the SEC Championship. We had a great time. Awesome. And as you all know, the result was what we all wanted. Now we need 2 more of those.
That's it.
And I'm not going to look past tomorrow. I'm going to look forward to tomorrow.
That's right, brother. That's right. And I tell you what, with your record of what you told us, it was great meeting y'all, and we enjoyed every bit of that. And with your record of how many SEC championships you've been to, you might need to come on down to the state of Georgia and attend some more games with that, because you're the good luck charm with that.
That's right.
Well, I appreciate that. We will be down, in the next season. I guarantee you that, Athens. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. But I do want to tell you, you both, that Santa Kirby Claus was kind enough to bring me some Rose 60 gear.
Oh, nice. Baby, love that. Love that.
I didn't know that Santa knew about the podcast.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That is awesome. I love it.
Got my Rose 60 T-shirt, and I've got my Rose 60, I guess you kind of like your camping coffee mug.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome, man. I appreciate that. I hope y'all enjoyed them and everything, and I'm glad Santa was good to you, Jim. Love that.
Santa was good. I think he's got one more gift for all of us tomorrow, and then hopefully another one a week from Monday.
Yes, sir, brother. I love it. Give us a score prediction real quick.
I think, guys, everybody's all over the place. I think it's going to be 35-17 dogs.
Boom!
Nice score.
We'll hold them to 17. I'm going to be dancing.
Are we going to jump in the fountain, Adam?
Yes, we might have
Atlanta.
to. We might have to. I don't know. We'll just see where the moment takes us, baby. Just run.
Man.
That's do, and we'll be there in spirit with you guys. And last time we listened to the show this morning, you didn't have a ticket. So what's happening with that?
We got some. Our good friends of the show, the Harrell. I'm just going to say the Harrell family because I think they may. I don't know. Anyway, Russell Harrell. He sits at row 58 in Sanford Stadium, 2 rows below us. We met him and have become good friends with him.
Sat with us many years.
Yeah, he has. Anyway, he had some pop up, and we finally secured some through him. Thank you, Mr. Russell Harrell.
I said Russell Claus. Russell
Claus.
Coming through. But yes, sir. So Clark is in the building.
Oh, yeah.
We know y'all going to be loud up in Rhode Island,
yes.
so we want to hear you in Rhode Island getting rowdy up there, baby.
Oh, we will. And I just want to wrap up, not to bring this show down on a sad note, but I really have been, taken back by the death of Coach Mike Leach. It's really been sad. I just think he was a great human being, great for the sport, but great for mankind, humankind, with his spirit and his grace and his kindness.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And it speaks volumes with the tributes that have been and the words said about him. You're exactly right. He is a guy who I think did stuff the right way from looking on the outside in. Like you said, he was always the time. A lot of the stories that came out about Coach Leach was he would take the time to talk to anybody. Mm-hmm. He was never above anybody. He took the time to have conversation with people, and just a guy who looked like had the right perspective on life and lived it. And I agree with you. That has been tough. And one thing too, from that, you just never know. So that's why we're going to take advantage of every opportunity we get to do the things we love other people, tell people that our family, friends, and loved ones every time we get to talk to them how much they mean to us and how much they that we love them, and go approach life that way, man. Yeah. But you're exactly right. He was a heck of a guy and a heck of a coach, I felt like, and I respected the heck out of him. And that was tough. Mm-hmm. That was tough. Yeah.
It was. But let me just wrap up, guys. I'm going to start to lose my voice here in a second. But want to wish you all a happy New Year. But more importantly, want to wish you and the rest of the Georgia Dog Nation a happy, successful, big win Saturday for this game coming up. Because I think the Dogs are going to do it, and they're going to do it one more time after that. But let's take it one day at a time, and let's give us a go Dogs. Woo, woo,
go
Dogs!
Boom! Love that, brother. Be loud in Rhode Island. Go Dogs! We'll be talking to you. Love it, man.
Oh, I love that. We have Georgia fans in Rhode Island. That's awesome. Other than Jim and Anne-Marie, I don't know if I know of any other people that live in Rhode Island.
I don't know anybody that lives in Rhode Island.
I really
Jim
don't.
And
That's so
awesome.
cool.
I love it.
And we got to meet them at the SEC Championship.
I love it, man.
Just so much fun. Hey, y'all, I'm sorry. We're getting a lot of calls tonight. We're going to keep going. So if you'd like to call in, go ahead. We have an open line. Let's go through a couple of Oh, here we go. Getting one more. Here. Oh, this is this
right,
guy right
Who we
here,
got?
Adam, has been here from day one.
All right, give it to us.
Who is it?
Glory, glory.
There he
It's your
is.
boy, Rich Beck.
There
Yes.
he is, Big
Dug-
Rich. Beck.
finally dug out of the blizzard. Buffalo. Last time we talked, we were talking about 6 foot of snow. There was freaking people touching street lights. That's how much snow there was in Buffalo.
I can't
Wow.
imagine
It was a
that.
little fun.
That is amazing. I
It is.
cannot imagine. I don't think y'all probably got more snow in that storm than we've ever had accumulated down here my entire lifetime in my 29 years.
Yeah.
So that's
Dude,
amazing.
It was absolutely insane. But today, because it's Buffalo, 55 degrees, all the snow's melting. I saw a possum in the road. Like it's spring.
There you go.
We call it first spring here in Buffalo.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
All
There you
right.
go. All right, give it to us, baby.
Real talk, guys. I'm a little nervous about this game.
Uh-oh.
I understand
Because,
that.
well, we know Ohio State's going to score. That's the biggest fear, right?
Right.
All the other teams, I was like, you know what? The defense is there, and I know the defense is going to be there, but they're going to score. They're
That's
going
right.
to get past us once. There's going to be a deep ball. There's going to be a yak play. But overall, like you guys have already talked about today, Kirby Smart gets those boys prepped. Now, I'm nervous because they're going to score. I ain't nervous because I know we're going to win. And it doesn't matter how I feel because
Right.
I'm just a fan over here in Buffalo. Got nothing to do with the game down there in Atlanta. But, woo!
Hey, you
Here we
get
go.
fired
Then-
up, baby. I love it.
Then we're talking about. I hear somebody talking about how Ohio State is going to stop tight ends. They stop tight ends all year. Well, guess what? They ain't going to get tight end.
That's right.
The
That's right.
dogs are coming in. We're going to score touchdowns with tight ends just because of the fact
Bring it
that
up.
they think that they're going to be able to stop it. It ain't happening. We're going to give an end around
That's
to
right.
Brock Bowers. He going to run it. We going to score. It's going to be tight ends. Big O's going to score. Everyone's going to be happy. That's my prediction right there. 2 tight end scores.
I love it. There we go. I'll
Okay.
take it, man. I'll
Yeah.
take it. You're right. I do not think they have faced the caliber, and there's nobody that has the caliber of this tight end tandem in college football. I think that's what makes Georgia so unique on the offensive side of the ball is what they do with those tight ends and the 12 personnel. And heck, sometimes they'll sneak in on 13 personnel too. And it's just it's amazing, man. So it's exciting. I'm excited to see what attack's going to be from Todd Monken. You know he's going to have a good game plan. Guys are going to be dialed in. It's going to be awesome, Rich. It's going to be awesome, brother.
100%. I also want to say I was a proud Georgia Bulldogs fan when I was watching media days in the middle of the day with my daughter, and I didn't see any hoodlums or tomfoolery up on the stage. The worst we had was Spencer Dennis showing off his taste in music. Like, I was proud of them. I'm proud to be a Georgia Bulldogs fan because all of those players held themselves with class,
Yeah.
Right?
and you don't always see that.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, man. So you're 100% right
Hey.
with it, and it just shows how well this team has been prepared and coached, and what the culture is from every aspect. There's not one detail that is not addressed in this program that's established from the day that they get on campus and enter Kirby Smart's Georgia program, and the expectation on, man. You see it in every detail that is exemplified from these guys, and that is the difference. That is why Georgia is where they're at, and why we are sitting here the eve of Georgia playing in another playoff game as a 1 seed to defend their national championship. What an opportunity!
What an opportunity.
What an opportunity, baby!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, Rich, when are
Great
you
time to be
coming?
a dog.
When are you coming down to Athens? Can we expect you this upcoming year, maybe?
I'm definitely. I don't want to guarantee it, but I'm going to almost guarantee it that we're going to be down there this coming year because that was the New Year's resolution. The game plan: save money, get to a Dogs game.
There we go.
Like I said before, I really want to go to the Gator game.
All right.
As of now, it's still going to be in Jacksonville. I want to be at the World Blood cocktail party. I got family down in Florida, so it'll make it a little bit easier
There you
on the finances.
There you go.
So that's the game plan right now. We'll see what happens though.
Good.
We might have to get one of those family games.
There you go.
Where the tickets are a little bit
Come on.
cheaper to get.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Come on. I love it.
And then what else I got to say here? So I'm gonna give Ohio State. They're gonna get at least 14 points, 2
Okay.
touchdowns. The Dogs are going on top. We're getting 35 plus. We're going to get up early, and then we're going to run the gosh darn ball.
Oh, you dang right.
Run the gosh
Football.
darn
I
ball.
love that. Run the ball, pound the football, get physical, baby. Get physical. Hit him in the mouth, Rich. Hit him in the mouth and make him fold is what I'm
Yeah,
talking
Rich,
about.
you hit him in the mouth.
Where'd my physicality page?
Oh,
Is it
yeah,
gone?
Caitlin,
It's all right. That's okay.
we
need the
It's
physicality
okay. All right,
page.
it's gone. It's gone. That's gone.
Here we go.
Anyway, that's right.
There we go.
That's right.
Offensive MVP,
All right, give it to us.
MVP going to be Stetson Bennett.
All right.
Defensive MVP going to be Malachi Starks.
Ooh.
Because we're going to get to the Stroud boy. We're going to get to him because
You're dang right.
he's good in a clean pocket. Guess what? We don't give clean pockets.
That's
Relax,
right.
So
dang
we're going to be there. We're going to get there. There's going to be a couple sacks. There's going to be some rush throws. Malachi Stark's going to get one. I don't know if he's going to take it to the house, but he's going to get close.
We'll
That's a
take it.
prophecy. That's Nostradamus. Nostradamus. That's me. That's my call, guys.
Love
Go
it.
dogs.
Go baby.
Dogs, Rich.
Love it, Rich. That is awesome. I love it. Malachi Starks does have to come up big, baby. Come up big, baby.
Can I take this to the game tomorrow? I'm going to hold it up. I'm just going to hold it up in the air.
Physicality, baby. Physicality.
I want to say,
God,
Malachi.
They don't want done, baby. They're
Keely.
not physical
Right
enough.
here.
Hey, a lot of the Ohio State, right? You know, because I've listened to a lot of the Ohio State podcasts I listen to are actual sports journalist writers who are down there covering the teams, not
Right.
just fanatic idiots like ourselves. And you know, they're professional in what they do. They're not idiots.
Oh, we're
like ourselves.
professional, Adam.
Yeah, but anyway, and they're just they were very talking about the difference in the tempo and what Kirby Smart's 15-minute period of practice compared to Ryan Day's was, man. And a lot of their talk too is talking about. I heard one podcast talking about how Ohio State was going to roll Georgia. Make this make sense, Clark, because of the low sack numbers that Georgia has. Oh, their best player, Jalen Carter's only got 3 sacks. Do people not understand?
He's a defensive tackle
that-
getting triple teamed.
well, the game of football, man. You look at quarterback pressures. Look at disrupted pockets and making up force untimely aired throws, or some of these teams who want to get the ball out quicker with quick little tunnel screens, bubble screens, and stuff. So it's not just just taking it under center, drop back 3 or 4 steps. You don't have that in today's game, and I don't think that is Georgia's just forte right now. And this it's just to make sacks, but talk about quarterback pressures. If you're going to try to do that, bring up quarterback pressures. Bring up that statistic to see where Georgia's at.
And look how many times we've actually had to bring more than 4 guys this year.
Exactly.
It's been very minimal.
There's been a lot of vanilla games on defense, Clark. A lot of vanilla games, man, where there's not any exotic. I love saying exotic
Blitz packages. That makes us sound official.
I love it. I love bringing it. Anytime I can say we're not bringing any exotic blitz packages, bringing big 22 Javon Bullard down. I love when we bring Javon Bullard down on that edge,
Ladies.
man. He comes off that edge. When he comes off that edge and comes and flies and hits him on the blind side and gets past, because Ohio State's got some big tackles, man. But I don't think they're fast, Clark.
Yeah.
So let's see what they can do with the speed off the edge. I wish number 4 was there, but hey, let's see if an edge guy might be that guy. Could it be like a Marvin Jones Jr. be one of those guys that made the jump during this 28-day practice period, or Chaz Chambliss pick up where he left off at the SEC championship?
Yeah, he had a good game.
Let's see if we can set that edge, baby. I'm excited to see what our edge guys are going to do tomorrow as well, Clark. I'm really excited to see that, man. Look at big Robert. Robert, that's he's in my AGL class. Great guy from South Georgia, DGD.
Good score
DGD.
there,
He's gonna be at the Peach
42-27.
Bowl tomorrow.
Good deal. All right, we're taking another caller here. Welcome to row 60.
Good
You've been
guy.
trying
Love
to.
Big Robert.
I don't know. This caller has been trying to get through for quite a while, so I'm gonna let him
All right, give it
introduce
to
himself.
us. Who is it?
Hey, this is Joe from Jefferson.
Yeah, that's our guy, Joe. This is what we need. We need you to break it up, get the tempo up, and get us
Just
just
a little.
fired up tonight, Joe. Get us fired. What are you feeling like over there in Jefferson, Georgia tonight, baby?
Oh, Lord, boys, it's going to be a butt whipping.
That's exactly
And we're going to administer it.
You dang right, Joe. We're going to administer that butt whooping because they don't know when they're going to come down here. They're trying to come to Atlanta, baby, down there, and it's going to get ugly.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you dang right. Dang right.
Well, Mr. Joe, what are you doing tonight?
I'm sitting at home with my beautiful wife and enjoying life after Christmas. So
There you go. There you go. What's your thoughts on tomorrow?
And, well, I tell you what, guys, I was concerned. I listened to a guy, Buckeye Vinny,
Yes, sir.
and he said Georgia's not put the fear in us like Alabama does.
That is right. I did see that.
Yeah, and I said, these people are crazy.
Yep. And let me ask you this.
And I got friends.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, sir. And then you talk. I was just going to say, are the Buckeye podcast and the Buckeye people, is their culture, their intensity, where are they at with it? Because I don't feel like even from the top on down for the intensity of everybody, the Georgia culture and the Georgia brand is just ramping it up a notch.
Well, it is, and I tell you, you guys, you're ramping it up tonight in Livonia, and I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm sorry, I cut you off. What'd you say your friend was saying?
Oh, my friends in Ohio, they kidded my wife. She posted on Facebook to them. She said, if you're not a Georgia Bulldog, then bless your heart.
There we go. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's good stuff.
Love hitting with a bless your
But
heart.
if you give Kirby 3 weeks to prepare for a team, it's going to be a dang butt whipping, you
Yes,
know?
sir.
right.
That's right.
That's right. I agree 100%, Joe. That's that's what this team's built on. This team is built for games like this. The culture and what he's done since he came in here in December of 2015 and into the 2016 season, and what he has built has led to these moments of what we've seen the past couple of years. And that's why it is so fun as a Georgia fan to go in these games knowing that Georgia is the better team. There's no wishing that we get X amount of turnovers and we can win like it used to be. It is now that you just step on that football field, and there's a physical difference in the guys that when they're lined up on the other side of the field from one another. You see the physical difference that Georgia brings, the physicality and the culture and the the stamina, the strength that Georgia has, man. It's just unmatched. It's going to be fun to watch. And if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot tomorrow, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Georgia's going to win this football game.
That's true. We're going to, if the defensive line can get that push up the middle, Stroud will start squirming around like a dang goose,
Yes, that's right.
And he may, and when they grab a hold of him, he may crap like a goose.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
I don't know if I've ever seen a goose crap.
I like that. Oh, yeah.
I can just imagine.
Oh, yeah. But that's exactly right. That's exactly right, Joe. I think Stroud's going to be a guy. It's going to be interesting to see if they have some design quarterback runs for him tomorrow. As a guy that doesn't like to get out of the pocket and make stuff happen. I don't know if that's by design or just his choice that he doesn't like to be elusive in the pocket. So if you could, contain the edge and just let the pocket collapse on him and get to him and disrupt some timing with those routes, those good route runners that they have at the receiver position, man, then I feel like that's going to be a big part of the game is getting him off that. But I don't think it's going to be a guy like Bryce Young, and I could eat some crow for this, that's going to get outside the pocket. You feel like you had him tackled. 2 or 3 guys bounce off of him, rolls out of the pocket, on the run, throws a 40-yard dart down the field, man. You felt like you had him for a 5-yard loss, and you couldn't get to him. I don't think it'll be that guy, but he's deadly accurate when he has time to step up in the pocket and throw it in a tight window.
Well, yeah, he's got a spot in the backfield that he stands at, and he's like a statue back there. Then he throws the ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But if you can get him off of that spot, he may not be as accurate as he has been. So
that's right. That's
Good
right.
point.
That's right. Love it, Joe.
Well, do you have a score prediction for us, Mr. Joe?
yes, sir.
Right.
Georgia 45, Buckeyes 24.
Nice. Boom. I like that. Boom. That gets a boom.
Yes, sir, Joe. I love it, baby.
Man, if we score 45, that would be great.
Well, 21-point wins is what I look at. So
That's right. That's right. I love it, Joe. Man, every time you call in, we appreciate it. It's always a treat, and we thank you for doing that.
Listen, I had, Mr. Joe, I had people, some of my friends, they were asking me, do you think Mr. Joe's going to call in tonight? And I said, of course he is, because he's a DGD and a friend of the show.
That's right.
We always appreciate, everyone's called, but Mr. Joe, you especially, you're amazing. You're an amazing human being.
We love it. We love it.
well, now I'm just an old dog that loves them. And somebody said the other day, said, "What do you do when you retire?" I said, "Well, I played golf every day that I could."
Yes,
That's
sir.
it. Yeah.
And I just sat back and enjoyed life.
That's right.
And one of my friends says, "Well, he went fishing. He said he didn't have to schedule it. All he had to do look out the window and see if it was raining or not." So,
That's right. That's right.
That's nice. Oh,
but I'm going to tell you a quick little story if y'all don't mind.
All right, give it to us then.
All right, well, back in 1965, that just sort of tells you how old I am. But I went to the Athens Touchdown Club
Yes, sir.
at the Athens Country Club. And Vince Dooley began coach in 64.
Yes, sir.
And they had Shug Jordan, the Auburn head football coach,
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes,
And
sir.
he told a story about him and Bear Bryant fishing.
Oh, this
And
is
he
gonna be
said,
good.
we were fishing at a lake south of Wetumpka, Alabama. I know where it's at. And he said the wind blew and
Bear's hat flew off, and he said, I told him, said, Bear, hold on a minute. We'll pull over and we'll pick up your hat. Bear says, no, that's okay, Suge. I'll get out and get it. He said he stepped out of the dang boat and went under the water. He said, I reached over and pulled him back in. Bear said, Suge, don't you ever tell them Auburn people I can't walk on water.
That's good.
That's pretty good right there. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Suge told him, he said, well, Bear, I'll tell you what, I won't tell the Alabama fans you can't walk on water, but as long as you don't tell the Auburn fans, I pulled your ass out.
Oh, man.
That's one of the best stories I've heard. Man, them coaches back then were larger than life figures, both of them that coached.
They were. I'll tell you what now.
That's
I saw
great
Vince
story.
through his first game
Yes, sir.
in 1964,
Yes, sir.
and I saw his last game in 88.
How about that? Went down the Gator Bowl against Michigan State. Then.
Yeah. Michigan State, so
Yes, sir.
it was a great run for Vince, and 1980s were the first glory years for us because we had an undefeated season in 80,
Yes, sir.
won the championship. And, I was 30 years old at that time.
Yes, sir.
And so I was 72 when we won the second one. So I can't wait 30 more dang years.
That's right.
for another one.
Hopefully, it's just going to be about, roughly 10 days.
Yeah, yeah.
Roughly
weeks.
right now.
2
That's
weeks.
it. 2 weeks, baby.
Guys.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
That is it,
Two
baby.
more.
Back to back. We may be a three-peater,
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I love it. Let's go ahead and hype that up too. Then after this here, so let's go ahead.
We gotta
and
get-
this one.
we gotta
I love
get
it.
through
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
tell you what,
Get through tomorrow.
we're
yes.
we're in Jefferson. We got some good football players. We're hoping old Sammy Brown goes to Dogs, and we got Malachi back there from Jefferson. And
That's right.
I tell you guys, I used to play football a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
That's when we just got out of the leather helmets,
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Now, Mr. Joe, did they have targeting back then?
No, sir.
You just lined up. You hit somebody,
just
right?
hit.
That's right.
Yeah.
You hit somebody and you hit them as hard as you could, So
That's right. There was
Bring it
and
out,
if you
Adam.
couldn't hit them high, you hit them low.
physicality.
Yeah, that's it.
Physicality
You
was
had
the
to
name
have
of the
it.
game. Isn't that
Oh,
right?
man.
That's exactly right. I love
That's
it.
right. You got to be physical. And I tell you what, we had some physical guys on our teams.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd run the Oklahoma drill. And I told the coach, I said, Coach, don't run me through that. Them boys are too big. And he said, boy, get this ball over there.
There you go. I love it. I love it.
I'll make you a man.
I love it. I love it.
It was. And so, anyway, we had fun when we did it, but it hurt like heck when they hit you,
Oh, I bet. I bet. Yes, sir. That's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's real good stuff.
And that's a long time ago. And, I'm not as able to do all the things I used to do, but I sure can watch Georgia football.
Yes,
You
sir.
dang right.
That's
It's a blessing that the good Lord allows us to have every Saturday in the fall. And right now, we're going to enjoy every second of it, baby.
Yep.
You got that right, and I appreciate you guys. I'm going to tell you what now, Adam.
Yes.
You're the one that just fires everybody up, and Clark's the calm one.
I just toss him the softballs. He kills them out of the park.
Clark does everything from social media. I don't have any technological skills. He does everything besides. All I do is get on a mic and talk, and Clark does everything else.
We
it's
compliment each other.
It's a great thing, and we're happy to be here.
Well, you're a
Somebody
great
listen to
pair.
us.
I can tell you that.
Well, we appreciate it, man.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Joe, we appreciate
You're
it.
almost as good as Paul Feinbaum.
That's a pretty good compliment.
Bomb.
man. Oh, man.
Oh man, no, we appreciate it. And the best part about it is getting to meet y'all
Yeah,
through this
absolutely.
and getting to hear your stories and talk with y'all and learn more about. We say it time and
Good
time
challenging,
again.
yeah.
Oh yes, we talk about everybody that calls on and comments and really enjoy them. They're a friend to us, even if we hadn't met you yet or not. Y'all are friends to us, and it's just fun. And we're living in the glory days of Georgia football. And I love more than anybody seeing people's families getting fired up and taking joy in what is happening right now. That makes me happier more than anything is seeing that. So, that's what we try to bring, and we're just gonna keep on rolling with it, baby.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a Merry Christmas, and I hope the New Year is going to be greater than that. So, the way we win Saturday night, we ring in the New Year, and we start off as ready for another national championship.
There we go, Mr. Joe.
Love
Well, we
Mr. Joe.
appreciate it, man. You are the man. Thank you, sir. Be loud tomorrow in Jefferson, baby. Go Dogs.
Don't you worry about that. my neighbors step out in the yard and look and see what's going on. They think I'm beating my wife.
Oh, goodness. You better be careful, Mr. Joe. Hey, we're going to take another caller. Sorry to cut you
You're
off.
the man, Mr. Joe.
We love you, Mr.
No
Joe.
problem. Y'all have a great evening.
Yes, sir. Go Dogs.
Go
baby.
Dogs.
Go Dogs.
That's good.
Oh,
That's good.
my goodness.
Whoever was calling,
Yeah,
call us back.
call
Get
us
on,
back.
Mr.
I'm
Joe.
sorry about that.
God, I love everybody that calls. It's just a good time.
Yeah.
I hope everybody enjoys hearing everybody talk. I
Oh,
love
my
it.
goodness.
I love it, man.
What
It's
a
great.
time. What a time.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law, Matt.
That's right.
Matt Bond. He's married to my sister, Kaylee.
That's right.
And Matt.
Great guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. But he is an Ohio State fan. So I've had to kind of walk on eggshells the past week or so. No, but I love Matt. He's a very cordial Ohio State fan. You don't meet many of them. But I tell you, I love him. And, yeah,
Well,
it's going to be
the
fun.
thing is, he married into a family that's full of idiot Georgia fans.
He is. My sister-
absolutely rambunctious when it's us two. And
Oh,
everybody
man. Yeah, we've had to tone it down.
Ridiculous.
But now's the time to crank it up, Adam. All right, we're going to crank it up
Fired
with this
up,
next
baby. Who
caller.
we got? Give us to us. Who do we have, and where are you calling from tonight?
You know, y'all sound louder on the phone than you do on TV, and I didn't think that was possible.
Didn't think it was possible.
Who is this?
This is John from Noonan.
John.
How y'all doing tonight?
John, we're doing good. How's everything in Noonan, Georgia, the home of Mr. Alan Jackson?
Well, it was fine until Mr. Joe got on the TV, and I just felt like maybe I was too inadequate to call.
No, you're not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You are the man. You are the man, too, and we want to hear it. That is not the case whatsoever.
That Mr. Joe, he needs to be on y'all's show every week.
We do need to do that. We need to get a Mr. Joe segment going.
Mr.
A lot
Joe,
of people.
yeah.
And there's plans for some stuff later, but we got stuff, bigger fish to fry right now as far as these games. But all season, we might have to, have to do some fan involvement stuff for sure.
Well, when you get to deciding who's going to be on the show, I just want to let you know that I'm a lot better looking than Joe is.
I love it, Mr. John.
man.
I love it. That's good stuff.
I got a problem, and y'all need to pump me up a little bit.
All right, give it to us. Give it to us. What do we got? Lay it out. Lay it all out for us, and we'll do the best we can. All right.
My preacher wants me to enter counseling.
Right. Yes, sir.
Because every Sunday for the last 2 years, except one, I've had Georgia shirt, Georgia hat, coat, everything like that for church.
Right. Yes, sir.
And he comes by and he kind of looks up and down at me, and then he walks off shaking his head. And he even hinted one day that maybe that Georgia football was more important than my faith.
Yes, sir.
And so, well, he said he pulled me aside and he said, "Now, John, I really want the truth, which is more important, Georgia football or your faith?"
Right.
And I said, "Preacher, can I get back to you on that?"
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that's wild. That's it. Just threw it out there.
You know what's funny? This is funny too. Adam and I, we get used anytime Georgia football is brought up. Sometimes we're mentioned in the sermons too, so we understand that.
That's right, our passion. But that's the thing is we enjoy what the good Lord, we're supposed to enjoy what the good Lord has put on this earth to enjoy like this, and just getting fired up and thanking Him for the opportunity to see it. That's how I look at it too.
And we're obsessed with it, Adam. But there are a lot worse things we could be obsessed about.
Is that right, Mr. John? Is that right, Mr. John?
There you go.
And the Bible,
There you go.
is red and black. The words are in red and black.
Well, we went to more games this year than we have in a long time.
Yes, sir.
And he noticed that my pledge had gone down just a little bit. Especially after Florida and some of these other away games. It gets kind of expensive. But anyway, moving on from that. I'm a little scared of these Buckeyes.
Yes, sir.
I've got a brother-in-law that's a big Buckeye fan. He lives up in Columbus, Ohio. You know, my sister
obviously was desperate to get married and hooked up with him. But we've got a lot of obnoxious fans in the Southeastern Conference.
We sure do.
And, I won't.
That's right.
I won't
Tennessee
name
fans.
any. Well, I won't name any particular schools: Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, South Carolina.
Right.
But,
I know you
and
don't
of
want to
course-
name any particular school. I understand that. Go
No,
ahead.
and
Understand.
Florida. But,
Right. I understand that.
but like Paul Feinbaum said, and I don't keep wanting to bring him up because you all do a much better job than he does.
Well,
but
thank you.
He said that he is going to get on his knees and pray that Georgia beats Ohio State because, and I agree with him, they're the most obnoxious fans I have ever encountered in my life.
Man,
and I've been to a game up there.
really?
Yes.
And they think they rule the world. And I just would love nothing more than to see their knees be bloodied and, chopped off.
That's right.
We got to do this. We cannot let them have this thing on.
That's right. No, we can't let them have it. And more so, if your school hired Urban Meyer to be a football coach, I don't like you. I don't like Bowling Green. I don't like Utah. I mean, that's right there is just something can't get over. But we've needed this game. We've needed this matchup. We've needed to line it up against them. And that's what I like. It's a Saban coaching tree versus Urban Meyer coaching tree, and different cultures collide. And let's see, good on good. Let's see what happens. And I'm excited. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, in front of a bunch of rowdy Georgia Bulldog fans, Mr. John.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right, one more question,
All right.
and then I'll give you my score. One more.
All right, give it to us.
What do I tell my preacher? What do I say? Adam and Clark, both Reverend fathers themselves, have told me to respond to your question this way.
Adam, you got better advice than I do.
Respond to your question that you're in your fandom, you are bringing glory to the good Lord and all that you're just being joyous, and through Him you're enjoying it through His blessing, but you're keeping it in perspective with everything. Right. But you're bringing joy and knowing that you're enjoying this on earth right now, but knowing that this will be amplified 1,000 more times when you get across the pearly gates.
An infinite amount of times.
Yeah, a million times. Yeah, that would be my reply. That we're just being joyful, enjoying what the good Lord has been allowed for us to have the blessing of, and just know that there'll be something even more exciting than this one day.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I had a dream last night about what I should say to him.
Right.
And I said I had a dream, and I died in the dream.
Right.
And went up to heaven, and St. Peter greeted me at the gate.
Right.
And I said, I've seen this happen in cartoons and in all this stuff. And St. Peter leaned up to me, close to my ear.
Right
and
in
I was
your ear.
sweating. I was right in my ear. I was sweating.
Right in.
Worried that,
Yes, sir.
right in my ear.
Right.
I was worried that he was going to ask me some question and send me down the escalator. And he just leaned over and he said, "Boo, boo, 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 boo. Go dogs."
Oh, my goodness. Oh, y'all are
34-14, gentlemen.
34-14.
34-14.
Get rowdy tomorrow.
Oh, that was a
baby.
great
Get
call.
rowdy tomorrow. I love it, Mr.
Yes.
John. Dang good call. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs, Mr. John. Oh, my gosh. Look, you can't follow. Look, that's a good 1-2 punch. Mr. Joe and Mr. John. Good luck following that up.
To get the trifecta.
Oh, boy, that was hilarious. Mr. John, he kind of, at first when he started calling in, Adam, we didn't know whether or not he was being serious with some of the stuff he was saying.
He's dang good. He's dang good at giving you some situations and some questions.
Oh, man. Hey, Mr. Russell Harrell,
man.
I saw that you were trying to call. Please call us back. We'd love to talk with you.
DGD.
Let's see. Blake
What
Newman.
were we even talking about before
I have
we
no
went into
idea. That was a great
conversation
call.
we could go into talking about during. What do we got? Yeah, give us some questions. What's some people saying on the
Joseph Kennedy, Urban Meyer, Town Crier.
I like that. Baby.
Chris Johnson, look at these guys. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hey, Chris.
I wanted to go back up to this question right quick. Josh Calicut, shout out to Josh. He's in our Sunday school class. Josh says, real question, who you taking to run your team, C.J. Stroud or the mailman? And I'm going to say this. For a college team, not necessarily based on arm talent, I want to take Stetson every day of the week.
Yeah.
If I'm looking for just a true pocket passer, C.J. Stroud. If I'm an NFL team, I'm going to take C.J. Stroud. Nothing against Stetson, but
no.
C.J. is the real deal.
He is a great player. He was recruited by Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
It came down to Georgia and Ohio State. I remember this. They took Stroud committed to Ohio State, and then Georgia took DeJuan Mathis. That's what. That's what happened. I feel like that. God, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's kind of like how it got swapped. Then DeJuan decommitted from Ohio State and came to Georgia. I'm pretty sure it was along those lines. I could be wrong on that. They're not the same class, were they?
Was DeJuan? I think DeJuan was already at Ohio State. Was he not?
No, I don't remember. I think there's a correlation between there too. I could be completely wrong. They might not even be in the same class.
Regardless.
But anyway, Stroud's I think he's a mature guy from what you see of him talking, and I think he'll have a good NFL future, man. I just hope it doesn't look good for him tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's scroll down.
But you can't beat what Stetson been. Stetson's just a winner, man.
Oh, good gracious. Thomas Lee Dunham. When I mentioned my Auburn buddy people, this is who I'm talking about. Love Thomas. Thomas says Ryan Day's beard is better than Kirby Smart's hair. Dogs by 20. Hey, he gave us some love. There's an Auburn fan. I don't know if he's pulling for Georgia or if he just thinks Georgia will win. No. You need to clarify that, Thomas, because I know you hate Georgia.
Yep.
All right, we're getting another call.
Who we got?
This is a DGD right here. And the reason, partially, Adam, the reason why I'm going to the game tomorrow, this guy hooked me up, and his name is
Russell Harrell.
There he is. That's our man right there.
Hey, guys.
Yes, sir. Go Dogs, baby. How we feeling in the Harrell household
Dogs, baby. What's going on, fellas?
Oh, we're just getting jacked. We're just getting jacked. Ready to roll. How's the Harrell household tonight?
The Harrell household is good. We're just kind of taking it easy.
Love it. We
got you on the big screen. In lieu of watching all that god-awful orange in the Orange Bowl.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Rather watch and listen to our guys.
I love that.
Preach the gospel.
Yes,
and, we're getting ready, man. We're easing into it. You know, I can't get too hyped up too soon.
Right.
Because tomorrow's a long day.
That's
I gotta be at peak about 8:02. 8:02 p.m.
I love the precision of that.
Good word.
That needs to be right there. So that is exactly right. 8:02. Everybody needs to be dialed in at 8:02. That is the magic time for where everybody's got to be at their A+ game to do whatever it takes to get to that point and to that pinnacle. Mr. Russell, great point.
That's right.
Great point. Well, let me ask
you. That's right.
Yes, you have watched a lot of Georgia football in your time. A lot of Georgia football. So tell me, how are you feeling about tomorrow? What's your feeling of how the game's going to go?
Well, I hadn't watched any of the Big Ten at all this year. I mean, I hadn't seen a single play, a single game. So I can only rely on what the biased media will tell me about how great this Ohio State team is.
Right.
Yes, and they've got athletes. They've got athletes for sure. That being said, they don't play in the SEC every week.
That's right.
And so they've never seen an inside linebacker that's 230 that can run with their wide receiver.
Exactly.
Right.
They don't play against a defensive lineman that can sack the quarterback and eat a loaf of bread in the same motion.
That's right.
I mean,
That's exactly right.
they don't see that every week. So
no, sir, they don't.
This time of year, everybody that's playing in these games is good.
Yes, sir.
So you can't take them lightly.
Great point.
But I tell you what, we're number one, two, we're not. So I feel pretty doggone good.
Oh yeah, I do too.
I feel pretty good, and our guys are ready.
Yes,
I mean, I've only seen Georgia not ready to play in one game since Kirby's been at the helm, and that was in the Sugar Bowl against Texas, and I just don't think that guy's going to let it happen again. And
no, sir. That's
I think we're in real good. We're in real good shape. We'll just take care of business and just keep going, man.
That's
keep going.
That's it.
Very excited about it. Very excited about it.
It's going to be a wonderful. It's going to be electric. It's going to be electric, and this is why we love Georgia football. It's for nights like tonight,
Yes, sir.
nights like tomorrow night, and why we're going to enjoy every second of that day. Like you said, Mr. Russ, we're going to ramp up. We're going to ramp up.
That's right.
And then we're going to hit that peak
It's
at
a marathon,
not
a sprint.
That peak at 8:02.
You know,
That's right. That's right.
That's right. So when you hear these NFL guys introduce where they went to school and all these silly guys from Columbus say the Ohio State University.
Right.
Well, fellas, you about to meet the University of Georgia.
Sir.
Preach, baby. Preach. Love it.
I love that.
Love it.
So I'm
love
excited. I hope we get to see you tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, we will.
absolutely.
We'll meet up for sure.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we're going to meet up. So go ahead, book
Yeah,
that.
that'd be good.
Book it.
Hey,
So,
what section are you in, Mr. Harrell?
I'm not sure. We're sitting with some other people, so I'm not. I'm not 100% sure at the
Okay.
moment.
Well, we'll get in
We'll
touch.
get in
'cause
touch
we
before
definitely
the
want to see
game.
you.
Then we'll have some time to do it.
Yeah.
We're going to make it happen for sure. For sure.
Sounds good. So, I've been hearing the score report, people, their scores.
Right.
I'm just going to, you hadn't asked me yet, I'm just going to go put it out there.
No, we want it. Give it to us.
Dogs like to put up a big number in Mercedes.
Yes, sir. That's right.
I'm thinking we're sniffing another 50, another half hundred.
I hope
Sir,
so.
break it, baby.
Golly, yeah, that would
Probably
be.
52 to 23.
Oh, man. I love it. That would put the world on notice right there, baby.
Mr. Harrell, how in the world are they going to get 23? Because you got to score 2 in there somewhere, I feel like.
That would be three. That'd be 3 field goals, Clark.
Huh?
23 would be 3 field goals.
Oh, that's true.
2 touchdowns,
Yeah, that's true.
3 field goals, man.
Maybe they're going to score 3 touchdowns. How is that? 3 touchdowns.
I don't know. I might have stumped
2
this.
extra points. I don't know.
That is it.
I don't
Yes.
know.
There is it. 23. No, you can score 2 touchdowns and kick a field goal to make it 17. Then kick another to make it 20, and then kick another field goal in 23.
Yeah, there you go.
That's true.
Common
There you
score,
go.
Clark.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. With
23 is
being
not a common
it is
score.
a common score.
No.
Look, I'll talk to Clark later.
Anyway.
Russ. Anyway.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, me and Clark will debate on that later. All right, appreciate it, Mr. Russ.
Yeah.
We will see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You the man.
Go
Go
Dogs.
Dogs, baby.
Yes, sir. Goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye.
I love it. Love it. I like
Oh,
that.
man.
I like that. That was good. Great call.
Yes, love this comment. Chris Johnson, Ryan Day, sponsored by Just for Men Hair Coloring.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, goodness. Thomas, as much as I despise Georgia, they are head and shoulders better than Ohio State. I think you're right, Thomas. They've got a lot of athletes. They really do. I mean, we'd be remiss if we didn't say, or if we did say, that they didn't have a lot of athletes. So they've got top-tier talent, and it's going to be a fun day.
Our wives have some score predictions.
Oh, do our wives have score predictions? Well, let's hold them.
Okay, we're gonna hold them to
Because we got another caller, Adam. All right, welcome to Row 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Mark Dye, and I'm calling from Forsyth, Georgia.
There we go, Mr.
Mr.
I just got your text message about to reply to you. Glad you got on, baby. Yes, sir.
All right, man. I'm glad to talk to you. Proud of you, boys.
Well, thank you, sir.
I can't believe Adam Thornton's the father. Number one,
That's a scary thought, isn't it? That's
just not right. There's something wrong there.
That's right. That's right.
Back in the old, you guys in the old college days.
That's right.
But the bottom line here in this game tomorrow is this: it's going to be Georgia against the champion of the Big Two conference.
The Big
Two. I like that. Big Two.
Yeah.
Big Two.
Yeah, minus them
Ohio
other 8.
State is
That's it.
nothing else. The rest of them are that.
That's right.
It's the Big
That's
Two, and they're going to face, like the gentleman just before he said,
Yes, sir.
when you've got a 6'4" linebacker
Right.
who can run with a wide receiver,
Right.
or you've got a defensive lineman who can chase down a running back in the backfield,
Right.
they have never seen speed and size like this before.
That's right.
It's what happened. It happened to Alabama last year, and Alabama was good.
That's right.
In my opinion,
Yes, sir.
the only team that can beat Georgia is Georgia.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
absolutely. Nail.
That's it.
Hammer.
That's it.
Hammer
There's
head.
no.
That's it.
There's nobody else that's even close. I don't think this year. You sit here and watch this Clemson Tennessee game.
I was just looking at that.
These guys are awful. They're just flat awful.
I mean, Tennessee is absolutely gutted. That roster is gutted and beat Clemson 14-0. That's funny. I'm sorry, but anyway, go ahead, Mr. Barr. I'm sorry. That is humorous to me.
Okay, I'll let you guys go.
No, go ahead. I want you to go ahead.
Well, no. I'm gonna give you the final score. You booked this.
All right.
Call your boys in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's
right
how confident Mr. Mark is on it. That's great.
42-20, and Ohio State will score 14 points in the last 6 minutes against our number 2.
Oh, wow. I love that. I love it because Mr. Mark Dye has watched a lot of Southeastern Conference football from Fayetteville, Arkansas to Athens, Georgia, and you know your stuff. Okay, I know that. Hey, will you are you going to be there tomorrow, Mr. Mark?
No, Russell is.
I was going to say if Russell is. I'll text him.
Here you go.
Yes, sir.
You don't know what confidence is?
What's that?
I got my airplane tickets already.
There we go.
We're going to Las Vegas.
Yes. There we go.
We got a room. We got rooms at the Venetian.
Venetian.
And we're going to spend a couple of days in Vegas.
There we go.
Before we ride down to the Natty.
There we go. I love it. Look at old Mr. Martin just getting it fired up right there. That's confidence
that
right
is
there.
Putting money where your mouth is.
That is right. I love that. That is getting behind them and knowing.
There you go, boys.
Woo! We're living in some glory days, Mr. Martin.
All right, Adam, Miss Dye says hi.
I was going to say, tell Miss Dye I said hi. Well, we 100% will see you there. Good Lord willing, Mr. Mark. Great hearing from you. You're the man. Love y'all.
Yeah, man.
Tell everybody we said hey. I'm proud of y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And I'll text Russell then. I'll holler at him.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Good old Mark Dye. He's good. I
love that.
I love that whole family.
I love how people are confident that
I love that
they're so confident that they've already booked flights. And Adam, we have too. We have flights booked. We've got a hotel room booked.
Right.
The only thing we got to do is get a rental car and a ticket to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And we're set. So.
Yep. Got to get what we got to get, man. So we just got to win.
We got to win tomorrow. It all starts tomorrow. Chris Johnson, 23 is very common. Yes, it is common in the NFL.
Thank you, Chris.
In the NFL. It is. It's a lot
common
more common in the NFL. Well,
it's 2 touchdowns and 3 field goals. That is very commonplace in a game.
I don't know.
Clark, you're going to die on that hill, aren't you?
I really am. All right, what's more common, 24 or 22? Or, sorry, 23?
Yeah, 24 is more common.
Okay.
Because that's
is 20 more
just
common?
3 touchdowns
or
and 1 field
23?
goal. That's just, just 3 field goals. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I'm dying on this hill. Joanna Gaines Hill. This is my aunt, Joanna. She's super supportive of our show. Thank you. Great show. We appreciate it. Joseph Kennedy agree with that. Nobody can beat us but ourselves. Don't turn it over and we win. Adam,
there we go. I love that.
We got to keep reiterating this point. Hopefully Kirby has drilled it in their heads that we cannot turn the ball over. Cannot give this offense any more opportunities than what they're probably already going to get. Mm-hmm. Very efficient offense that we're going to face tomorrow, but they're going to be met by our defense. So
that's right. Dang right, baby.
Ryan Day, the only Ryan Day you need.
This is it. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, he's got a good score. 42-13.
Man,
Go Dogs!
Ryan, I love that, brother. That's good right there. That's
Ryan,
good right there.
We're sorry we missed your call. If you'd like to call us back, we
got
do
an
have an open.
The thing
line.
about our setup is we can't have a call online and on the line and then answer a call and have them on hold and then bring them in like most radio.
We're not there yet. We're not close.
No, but there is a line now that it will go through immediately. If you choose to call in, but Clark, let's talk about some more about this game. I feel like everybody and their brothers just broke it down as much as they can, but let's talk about. I think there was a call that talked about what concerns you the most about Ohio State.
Yeah.
What concerns you the most about Ohio
State? I think the obvious answer is probably C.J. Stroud, Marvin Harrison Jr. The athletes.
The athletes they have.
But I don't think people are really talking enough about their defense. Now, granted, who have they played this year? You got to look at their schedule. Have they played some elite offenses? I don't think so. And the one that they did, they got scorched.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We'll see.
I really don't know. I'm Adam. You know what? I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of
It
talking.
is.
I'm ready to tee it up.
Tee it up. That's right.
God,
Code meat leather.
Kirby,
Let's go.
put us on kickoff just one time. Let us go play.
We just die.
We would die.
I
We
would-
would
I
die.
would
Maybe
run
against
out
a
there and give us
D3, D2 team.
Yep. No.
We don't play D3 teams. Anyway. All right, we're getting another caller. Welcome to Row 60. Who we got? Where are you calling from?
Adam Thornton.
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother?
This is Big Taylor Hartley down here in Central Georgia. How you doing,
I
brother?
knew that name, like you're on Clark's phone, so I don't have your name covered up, and I was like, that's got to be Big Taylor Hartley. But I didn't know you had a 912 number. That's what threw me for a loop.
No, that is my wife. That's Logan's
Oh,
number.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
I've been watching y'all on my phone.
I got you. I
I've been
didn't.
watching y'all on my
I didn't
phone,
think
so
you were
she's
that
there.
far southeast with the old 912 number. I got you. That makes sense. Well, Taylor, how's it going, brother? We talked earlier in the week for about 30 minutes, getting fired up about it. But what you got going on tonight, and what you think about everything tomorrow?
Well, I'm gonna do a little relaxing in the morning. Get up and go duck hunting a little early in the morning. Try to kill some ducks, and then
that's good.
Then we're gonna hit the road for Atlanta and get up there and hopefully run into y'all at the CNN Center, have a little lunch, and
absolutely
go to the Congress Center and take it easy and go watch the other game, and then get ready for the dogs to do their thing.
I love it, man. I love it. So, how are we still feeling pretty confident then about how this game's going to play out in Georgia's favor?
Yeah, I feel confident. I mean, it's when you got Kirby Smart as your coach, it's hard to not feel confident with what he's
Great point.
done over the past couple of years. But I just, their only advantages they got going for them, in my opinion, are their receivers. And I just don't think that I will not believe that they're going to beat us enough deep.
Right.
That they're going to stop our offense enough with their defense. I don't believe that, and I could be completely wrong come tomorrow night. But I pick our defense to get more stops than theirs, and they can say all they want that they've stopped tight ends well all year, but
right.
they hadn't seen the tight ends like we got coming for them. So
that's my thing too. They haven't seen that. They ain't seen the explosiveness out, check down stuff, tight ends, running backs. That I just don't feel like they've seen it. I could eat a lot of crow for this, but I don't think so. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the other thing they got going for them is, everybody says, oh, they're fired up and they want a rematch against Michigan. Well, the way I look at that is last year you had Alabama and, we lost to an SEC championship. We turned the ball over a couple times. You take those away, it's a completely different ball game.
Right.
And they were in a must-win situation to get in. And, Nick Saban, when he's in that kind of situation, he's tough to beat. So
right.
I get that. But, the other thing they got going, they want a rematch against Michigan. Well, my thing is, you played them at home a month ago, and you got blown out of your own building, and it was a 2-3 matchup against your biggest rival. If you couldn't get up for that game, what makes you think you're going to come in the Dog's backyard and get up and put it on them?
That's true.
Hey, that's
I say again, anybody can win, things can happen any given Saturday, but
yeah.
I don't believe that they're not going to run the ball against us.
No.
Nobody runs the ball, and they don't have their best running back. And even if they did, I don't think they would run the ball on us. But
No.
I really do not believe that they're going to be so one dimensional.
Yep.
And everybody gets caught up in the LSU on 500 yards through the air on Georgia.
Right.
Well, you can guarantee that Kirby Smart has been in them boys' ears every day in practice, throwing that in their face with a few, explicit words in between and getting those boys fired up. And I mean, we prepared for a dual threat quarterback, and they brought out a gunslinger. I mean, it's no different than Jalen and Tua when that happened.
Right.
I hate to bring that up, but it's just how it is. And we weren't expecting it. But here's the thing: everybody can talk all they want. We give up 500 yards. That's all fine and good. We won by 3 touchdowns.
That's right.
So I mean, I don't really get that stat. I mean, and there was never a point in that game. Georgia started a little sluggish, and LSU dominated the first quarter time of possession wise, but there was never a point in that game where you really thought, oh, they're going to come back and beat us. I mean, even when they got a couple drives right there together, you just never really, had that feeling.
That's right.
I think it's going to be a similar game tomorrow. I mean, I think they're going to put points on the board. I don't deny that. They're going to have a couple balls that they hit us deep, and I think A.D. Mitchell and Ladd McConkey are going to hit them deep on a few, and I think it's going to be a good day.
I think it
I
is,
hope
too.
tomorrow night we walking out of Mercedes-Benz in a new year with a stogie in the mouth, having a good time.
There you go, brother. I love it.
That's,
You're right. That 500-yard pass from LSU is all schematic thing. We've talked about it. I think it was the type of defense that they ran for Jaden Daniels. And then when Nussmeier came in there, they didn't just adapt. They just sat back, because the game was 35-10 at halftime. I could be wrong on that. We'll see tomorrow night, but that's what I believe and what it seems like to me. And you're exactly right. That is overblown, but, everybody's going to grasp at straws and, try to build this up even more so. But a very talented group, like you said, man, that Ohio State is. But I just feel good. And I can't shake the feeling of not feeling good, man. Can't shake it, Taylor.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing you can feel. Here's the thing you feel good about. We're the defending national champions until somebody takes that away from us.
That's right.
We won it. We won it last year. So even if we come up short this year, we broke a 41-year drought, and it felt mighty good to be up there in those freezing temperatures.
That's right.
To bring that in, but I'm excited to be a Dog fan. I wouldn't want to be anything else. And
that's right.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
These are exciting times. Y'all talk about it every week, but they're exciting times, and we waited a long time to see it.
And we're going to enjoy every second.
We look forward. You got it, brother, and we look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow and cheering on the Dogs and hoping we come away with a win. I know you're going to ask me a score prediction, but I told you up there in Scottsboro, Indiana, or whatever the name of that little Holiday Inn was up there in that town, that I don't make score predictions for games like this. And I don't make score predictions, but I think you can gather from what I said who I think's going to win.
There you go. We got it.
I love it. I love it.
I think it's going to be, like I said, I think it's going to be a game where the scoreboard may not show it at the end, but I think Georgia's going to do what they do. They're going to impose their will and make Ohio State play the game we want to play.
I love it.
And I think that's the way it's going to go. So
that's it.
We'll see y'all boys tomorrow. Y'all be safe.
Yes, sir.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Appreciate it, Taylor. Good DGD right there.
Oh, yeah.
We went school.
Y'all did.
Together.
Y'all sure did.
Together.
Yeah.
So good guy. Known for many years now, man. Yeah. Good DGD.
He brought up something I wanted to point out. The other day when we were filming the podcast, I was kind of dead set on not going to the Peach Bowl, and Adam heard that and he got a little mad at me. I think he got a little upset, not mad, but upset at me, and was telling me to go. And you brought up a great point, Adam. And when I heard this, I said I got to find tickets. But Adam said, we have struggled through the Liberty Bowls, the Outback Bowls, the Capital One bowls to not enjoy these moments and to not go to these games. And that's when I had to find a ticket, Adam. And I'm just juiced. It's about
so
that
big,
time,
man. And my thought process was after last year walking out of Indianapolis, Indiana, I was like, this is it. The monkey's off their back. Thank God I saw them with my own two eyes win a national championship, and I'll always treasure that and be thankful for that. And I thought, I'm going to relax this season. It's going to be a more relaxing season. We got it.
Right.
It's not going to mean. I mean, it always mean, but I'm not going to just get so tore up about it. You think that worked? No. I'm just tore up this tonight as I was this time last year before teeing off against Michigan, man. I want 2 in a row so bad. Yeah. One stat that is interesting and concerning, Clark, is every team in the college football playoff era has not repeated. Not repeated.
That's a good point.
That's made the play. Let me say that's made the playoffs the following year after winning the playoff has gotten eliminated either in the Natty or in the first round of the playoffs. So the Georgia has the first chance to go undefeated and a back-to-back national champion in the college football playoff era. The last team to win 2 titles in a row was Alabama in 11 and 12, and then before that was USC, which was a split title in 03 and 04, I believe.
Was it split because of the Reggie Bush situation?
No, it was split. They won it with LSU. That was still the format. I don't know how that happened, but they played Michigan in the Rose Bowl, beat Michigan in the Rose Bowl. LSU beat Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl that year. Okay. And Saban was at LSU. So they were both national champions. So USC somehow won a poll that they got to claim the 03 one. Gosh. So they had 03 and 04, and then Nebraska won it in 94 and 95.
There is Ohio State claims the 1942 championship.
Oh, really?
We claim the 1942 championship. In fact, they're dead set on, we won the 1942 championship. I don't think it really matters.
Yep.
What matters is this year, and
that's right.
Anyway,
that's right. So it's exciting the possibilities, man. This is just blowing the cap off of it right now. this is when you make a statement to the nation. I mean, we're all fanatics. Everybody in this community, we're fanatics. We know what Georgia's about. We know what the brand has been elevated to. But random people in New Mexico who are watching football might not understand what the Georgia brand is.
Right.
But by gosh, everybody and their brother is going to be watching Georgia tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. And everybody and their brother who knows who the Ohio State Buckeyes are, Clark. Mm-hmm. And that's just how it is, man. It's been that way since Woody Hayes era and everything. They know who Ohio State is. So when they see a team play Ohio State in the playoffs, and here defending national champions Georgia, and Georgia goes out there and puts it on them and beats them, man, and then you go and you get to play possibly another blue blood, Michigan again, and beat them. What an opportunity, man, to even just blow the absolute lid off the program, man. Mm-hmm. And there's no denying then. There is no denying then. I mean, now, obviously, I think it's just the culture is just unbelievable, and an absolute dynasty is brewing for what's happened the past few years in college football. But you win another natty. Yeah. This go back to back.
And we've been saying this, Adam. We've been saying, and nobody's really believed us outside of the Georgia football nation, that we are building a dynasty here. Whether people like it or not, it's happening, and it's being built by Kirby, Paul, Smart.
Have you ever seen – that's exactly right. The other day, of course, they didn't have all the SEC Network shows off. Everybody was – so they did like the 8-part series of the history of SEC football from early 20th century on up here. And one thing, that stood out is Alabama this, Bear Bryant, all this stuff. The one little part was the Georgia run in the early 80s. And when they do part 9, Clark, what it's setting up to be, whenever that happens in the next few years, and when they recap this time frame in life, it's going to be painted in red and black, baby.
I hope so.
It's going to be painted in red and black.
Yes, sir. I hope so. All right, we're getting another caller. Welcome to Row 60. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, this is y'all's, this is Adam's neighbor, just a couple miles down the road here.
Sammy J, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm ready for the game, boy.
That's what I like to hear. What kind of feeling you got? What kind of feeling you got? Sammy J?
Hard to explain, boys. I got to thinking.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't going to go to the game, and then I just got fired up thinking about it. Superstitions are done. We broke out.
That's right.
We're going to be at that game. We'll pull it out tomorrow, boys.
Good.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. It's going to be a fun, memorable time, man. That place is it's going to be the loudest that it's ever been, without a doubt. I feel like that stadium will be the loudest it's ever been.
Are we talking about Atlanta United Falcons in college football?
Yeah.
In concerts?
Yeah.
You're saying it's going to be the loudest?
It's going to be electric. And then everybody's saying, Ohio State travels well. But the Peach Bowl obviously is going to say, bowl officials, yes, it's going to be a large contingent of Georgia fans. Georgia has already show that they can make a difference with their fans in that dome, in that Benz, and it could get rowdy. And it's going to be elevated to a new level tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm glad Sammy J's going.
That's right.
That makes me happy. Good.
That's right.
So, hey, Sam, did you find a ticket?
I found one, boy.
Good. Hey, last time you found a ticket in the Benz, it was in the middle of the LSU section. Are you in the middle of the Ohio State section?
I am in the Ohio State side, on the Ohio State side, but I am not slap dab in the middle of the LSU student section.
Well,
good. That's good.
That's an upgrade, I guess.
That is really good. That's really good. Really good.
Yeah, but the only hard part about this game, guys, is we're not going to know, how many Ohio State fans are there compared to Georgia fans. That's what me and Adam was talking about today. We're not going to really know.
I think you bring up a good point, Sammy. I feel like we need to wear black to this game.
Let's wear black. Should we start a movement?
Black. I think they're going to be more of a red and white with the jerseys wearing. I don't think they'll. I mean, of course they have black in their color scheme, and there are black Ohio State shirt. But I think they're going to be majority more red and white, and I think we should wear black.
Let's wear black.
As a Georgia fan base is going at home too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't care where you're watching this game. It doesn't matter. You're gonna make a difference.
We're wearing black tomorrow.
Baby. Everybody wear your Georgia black tomorrow. I feel like, unless you got a lucky superstitious shirt you need to wear. I understand that.
No, we're done with superstitions. All right.
That's right. Good point. All right.
Sam, what if Kirby brought out the black jerseys tomorrow? Adam doesn't like that, and I feel like half the Bulldog Nation wouldn't either. But what would you feel about it?
I'm not liking it a whole lot.
Not this game, but hey, I mean, it don't matter. Jersey superstitions don't matter too. And that's an off-season topic conversation.
That's right.
I got something to say about that, but you're right.
No superstitions anymore.
That's right. That's right. So I think
we're at the top of the food chain. We ain't got to worry about stuff like that.
That's it. I think we should wear black to differentiate ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
All right. I love it, Sammy J. I love it. Shoot,
yeah, we got to be different, man, because I've been watching the game tonight, and I honestly got a little bit of a headache because there's just so much orange.
Yeah, I'm looking at the TV now.
Yeah, that's gross.
7 different shades of just puke, nasty orange. I mean, golly, this is a cute game to watch.
It is. It's cute. Yeah, it's
a
cute.
cute game to watch. You
Right.
know, because this kind of like is when you go to the
Oh, it's gonna be great. I don't know.
This is when you go to Outback, Clark.
Okay.
And you order a steak.
Yeah.
Nice ribeye, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the Peach Bowl tomorrow night, right?
Okay.
But
I could
the
think of
Bloomin'
better
Onion, the Bloomin' Onion is going to be the Alabama.
Sure.
The Sugar Bowl tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. But the rolls that you get right when you sit down, the bread is what this is right here. The appetizer before the appetizer, before the big meal.
I did not know where you're going with that.
Makes sense, don't it?
Oh man, I can think of a lot better places than Outback with a good steak. But that's a good analogy, Adam. I like the analogy.
Yep.
Anyway, Sam, what are you feeling
Common
for
Man's
podcast?
Podcast, Common Man's.
Hey, that's it, Adam. That's it. We're not. Yeah, I'm not too good for
need to go
Outback.
to
Is
the
what I'm
roof. We
saying.
don't have to go to the roof.
No.
Chris said it. That's right.
I'm not
That's
saying. I've just had better steaks in Outback, but once again, I'm not too good for Outback. Anyway, Sam, what are your feelings about the game? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, guys. I think it's going to be a shootout. I really do. I see a lot of, I've been listening to y'all a little bit tonight, and everybody's saying it's a low-scoring game. I got a feeling it's going to be a lot like the Rose Bowl, guys.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. I mean, you definitely can see that happening. Definitely.
It's the two high-powered teams playing each other, and that's just what I'm predicting, personally.
If it's like the Rose Bowl,
but I think we're going to come out on top.
That's right.
I'm not sweating it.
That's right.
Because I believe we want it more.
I like it, baby.
And
heart.
I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
That's right. Good. That's right, brother. I love it. Where's our physicality?
Yes, sir.
Oh, right here, Adam. Here's your physicality
Yeah,
sheet.
that's right.
Do we need to hold that up?
We're gonna have physicality.
We're going to have that. We're going to have that.
And that's going to be the difference. That's the difference in these programs. I'm telling y'all right now. And the difference from when the game in the trenches, baby.
Yes.
On the line of scrimmage, the difference is this. Because they don't want to get popped in the mouth. I don't think C.J. Stroud wants to get popped in the mouth, Clark.
He doesn't look like that kind of guy.
He wants to get popped in the mouth, baby. But Georgia is physical. And I think, Sam, that also I think those LSU guys have some burners, man. I could be wrong on this, but I think Ohio State's wide receivers who are talented, good route runners, and can get physical with some corners, some Big Ten corners, right?
Yeah.
Clark, they get a little physical. They
Sure.
say bring on the physicality on the perimeter, right? They kind of like to get grab and tug a little bit on some. They like the jerseys there, So I think that one thing that our cornerbacks, Keely Ringo and Laster, that's the kind of style ball they want to play, man, is get physical on the perimeter as well, physical in the trenches, physical running the ball, imposing your will. Physicality.
We need to frame this.
That is the word of the night.
We need to
word
frame
of the night. And the difference.
And these blue blood teams don't know nothing about physicality.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't see it every game like we see it in the SEC.
Right. That's exactly right. That's
12
exactly
games
right.
a year.
That's it.
Yeah.
And if you're like us, we see it 13 games a year.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's gonna be good.
Well, not counting the family games. So,
Right. Of course. Not counting the family games. That's exactly right.
Oh man.
That's exactly right.
Well, Sam, hey, what? So you're going out there? When are you getting out there? We need to meet up. Oh, you're following us. Good. Oh, we're going to have a caravan going down I-85 down south. Yes. Anybody just follow. We're the car with the Georgia flags. Mm-hmm. That'll help you.
We're taking a convoy.
We are going to literally take a convoy. That's great. Good stuff.
Convoy. Yep.
Oh, boy.
Right.
Well, Sam, we'll see you tomorrow, man. We're going to take a few more calls before we hop off tonight. But it's good hearing from you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See y'all gentlemen tomorrow, boy.
Get your black ready, baby. Go Dogs. Old Sam.
Crank it on up, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Fire it on up, man. Fire it on up.
Right quick. Philip Carroll, this is good. Dogs will light up the fourth quarter, and everyone will know it's a 70-30 split. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what I want to do, Adam. Tomorrow.
What are you going to
I
do
got this
tomorrow?
for Christmas.
I'm very interested in seeing because you wouldn't show me what you had.
I know. All right, here's what I'm doing tomorrow. Okay,
all right,
I've got this brand new beanie. All right. You know where I'm going with this. I got this brand new beanie in my stocking. Santa brought me this awesome beanie. Now, it looks like just a regular beanie, but on the other side, there's an LED flashlight, and I want to turn that bad boy on tomorrow. And when we get Krypton going, I'm going to do this number right here. I'm going to put my beanie on, and I'm going to get my 4 fingers, and I'm going to do
a little illumination going up in there.
I'm going to do this. Oh, man, it's going to be great. People,
Man,
the Ohio State people are going to be like, that guy brought in an actual
My
flashlight.
favorite thing, one of my favorite things to buy from Harbor Freight is the banded headlamps that you get right up there at the cash register to check out. And if you get one of them things, them bad boys eliminate the headband lights that you get at Harbor Freight. But that's outstanding.
We need to get some tomorrow. We need to swing by Ace
I might get a headlamp.
Adam, we're going to get you a headlamp.
You know what we need to get is a
gosh.
hard hat like the miners wear up in Kentucky and West Virginia. God bless them up there, man. You know that's got the lamp, the good light right here, and wear a hard hat in the game.
I'm telling you.
But seriously, we're going to need to get some headlamps. All right, anyway.
Do you have one at home?
Yes, I got.
Bring it.
10 headlamps.
My wife is going to wear one. Kelsey's going to wear one. Everybody, all of God's children
really just get jacked. All right. You got somebody on the line, don't you? What are you doing?
Whoops, sorry. All right, welcome to Row 60. Who we got and where are you calling from?
Row 60, this is Philip from Lexington, Kentucky.
There's our man, Philip
There you
Carroll,
are.
who braved the bitter cold elements of Lexington with us, that cold.
Oh, yeah.
Did I mention it was cold night in Kentucky?
Yes, we did.
Great hearing from you, brother. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, man, we are jacked.
Good.
Cannot wait.
Love
We got, another playoff berth.
That's it, brother.
This is fun, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I can get used to this every year, man. Let's make it a tradition. This is how we bring in every New Year's Eve, man. No better way to close out a year than a big-time playoff game. We're blessed. We are just blessed.
Hey, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Dude, looking forward to this defense showing out. You know, if you think back, leading up to Tennessee, it was, man, Tennessee's going to get theirs. They're going to score. They don't have to, right? I mean, we don't have to let Ohio State score, right?
No, that's right. That's exactly
That's the goal of a defense.
I think we hold them to a season low. I don't think they crack 20 points. I think Smile Munden goes off, leads everybody in tackles.
Love it.
And dude, just straight havoc. How about 4 or 5 sacks?
Yes, sir. I like that.
Man, I'd love to see Chris Smith get another big-time interception.
Yes, sir.
And just go ahead and ink his name on, the Mercedes-Benz mortgage, right? I mean, that dude just shows out there. So,
love it.
Man, looking forward to it. And you know, I would like to see just one little dead leg from the mailman on Steel Chambers.
Just one. Just one.
I love just one little dead leg.
That's it.
And put it. Golly, can't wait, guys.
I can't.
It's feeling like it's brewing up to be a special night, and I'm very excited about that, and just the opportunity to beat Ohio State. We've needed this game. This is a win for it to be in Atlanta is even more special. Another national championship berth. If you told me a few years back that we'd be making this 2-year run like we have been, I just couldn't fathom it. And that's why I keep saying, and you said it best too, that we're going to enjoy it. And it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. And we're going to just act just crazy.
Yeah.
Because we waited so long to do
No
this.
doubt. No doubt. And this is the matchup you want. You know, I mean, you want to beat the best, right?
Right.
So just like last year, man, we didn't want to face, no offense, but we didn't want to face Cincinnati in the title game. We wanted Bama. And the same thing, man. We want to go through Ohio State. And then, hey, how about this? If we beat Ohio State and then if we get Michigan, do we also get a Big Ten trophy?
I agree.
That'd be our first Big Ten title too, right?
We should, absolutely. That's what we're going to claim and do. That's exactly right. Give us a
man.
Big Ten trophy and Butch Meyer to go along with the SEC and Natty. I agree 100%. I can't even imagine the possibility of beating Ohio State and Michigan
in the same
season
span
like that.
Oh my God!
And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of the playoff too. You know, people don't. Some people still don't like the playoff. I like it. I don't know if I like it 4 teams.
Making a statement.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
exactly right.
It's exciting, guys. But yeah, man, final score prediction, I'd say 41-17. I think we roll and beat the brakes off of them. I think the defense just completely smothers Stroud. I think all night, his head's spinning and, it starts to consider, man, a few years ago, did I make the right decision? And so I think we're going to see that tomorrow night.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. We're going. I agree. I just think it's just going to be too much, man. It's just going to be too much for them, and I just think it's going to be in the second half. You see Georgia start imposing their will, like we've seen time and time again, and just can't wait.
Yeah,
can't wait. Absolutely.
Hey, Mr.
Well,
Carroll.
hey, you guys have a blast. Be safe.
Hold up just a second. Hold up just a second, Mr. Carroll. I wanted to say congrats to Grayson. We saw that Grayson got baptized the other day.
Awesome.
And, man, that is just that's awesome. We saw the video, and congrats to him. That is the best decision he'll ever make, and I'm sure he knows that. And, man, what a blessing that is.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll let him know. He's with one of his little buddies right now, but I'll let him know you guys said that. But
yes,
please do. Super excited for him, and man, like he said, he's just going to keep chasing Jesus, and that's what it's all about.
Awesome. Yes, sir. Good deal.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Well, we appreciate the call. We're going to take a couple more before the end of the night.
That's good stuff.
And hey, one more sleep, Mr. Carroll.
That's it. That's it. All right, go Dogs.
Go Dogs, baby. Woo! Our favorite Kentucky Dogs.
Yeah, we got a few
Carroll?
up in Kentucky. Yeah, Joseph Kennedy said, I hope it's not a high scoring like the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, give me a heart attack. That game right there. I looked at my wife at halftime. If we want to go back and revisit that night in Pasadena. And, of course, the first half didn't go good at all. And I just said, and at that time, of course, first playoff game in Georgia history, I said, I'm just thankful to be here.
Yeah.
I was
blessed.
I was so shell shocked at what I just saw from that Baker Mayfield, Oklahoma offense that first half. That's just where my mind went. And then I'll be dang if that dang second half didn't come and then that overtime. Looking back on, I don't know how we survived that game.
I don't either.
I
don't know how we survived a lot of games.
Up a lot of just memories in the memory bank of big games.
Sure, absolutely. Hey, right quick, Adam, while we got a little downtime, we're going to take probably 2 more calls.
Look at old Coach Oliver.
Yes, Coach Oliver.
Appreciate that, Coach O.
Yes, we thank you. Appreciate that. Right quick, I wanted to show the Row 60 people this. Okay. This is going to be our Pick'em League trophy from here on out.
All right.
Now, we got to order – this thing costs a bunch of money, but we want to – if we're going to do this thing, we want to do it right. Anyway, Lee South won this. This is our Row 60 League Pick'em champion. If you missed out on that
a new
this year,
father, by the way. Again,
oh, is he?
Got another baby here. So.
Well, Lee South, we're going to get you this, man, if you're listening out there. This is going to be the Row 60 trophy for the Pick'em League. If you missed out on that this year, we'll have another chance next year. And first, second, and third place winners all got a prize. And then obviously the champion will get this trophy for a year.
Yeah,
so,
and get your name on plate.
And get your name on the trophy. Yeah, so that's kind of a mock-up there, Adam. It's not set in stone.
That's kind of what we're looking at.
A prototype, if you will. Yeah.
Prototype. I like that. Yeah.
So I hope everybody likes that. Oh man, I got to put the.
How do you think what is your thought process, Clark, on eating supper tomorrow night? This is a good question. Kick. We have not had an 8 o'clock kick since last year's Natty.
Yeah, that's a good point. Golly, you're right. Oh my gosh, yeah, we really have not had.
So we're going to have to think about supper plans,
right?
Because we can't go in on an empty stomach, but you can't go on too full of a stomach. And as Mr. Russell said, be at your peak at 8:02. So you got to find where's the right balance. So what kind is it? We've talked about Mercedes-Benz concession stand prices.
That's good.
Arthur Blank. I'm not an Arthur Blank fan.
No, you're not.
Well, I just don't like what he's done. Now I love what he's done with Home Depot. But sure. I don't like what he's done with the Atlanta Falcons per se. And we're not a Falcons podcast. We're not going to get into that stuff. But anyway, one thing he has done right, Clark. One thing he has done right is concession stand prices.
Yeah,
at the
I
Benz.
agree.
So I think this is a hot dog game.
Oh,
it's
is
a
it?
big game hot dog game, man. I'm
like
going to get a hot dog tomorrow. I think a hot dog with no condiments, make it extra heavy, no sides, if you will, fries or anything. Just a hot dog and a Coca-Cola Classic, man, to get you ramped up going in at 8 o'clock kick. Maybe some peanuts at the half.
Okay. So, Adam, you don't really like to indulge in sweets during the game. Like
Sweets?
Now, before, tailgates, you're all over the cookies and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about going into the game, you don't get any sweets, do you? Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, I tell you what, Adam, I'm going to go back for those lemon pepper chicken wings.
They're pretty good.
Those were good.
They were pretty good. We might have to do that. That brought some good juice last time. So
Good.
I don't know. We'll see. What's everybody's plans tomorrow night? For New Year's Eve? I mean, golly, you got the 1-2 punch. And we need to address this. And we talked about it on the podcast a little bit. Folks, PSA, right? Public service announcement.
Sure. Oh, boy.
PSA. Do not go to a New Year's Eve party, even if your wife is begging you to go to this party if you cannot concentrate on the football game. Do not go for fellowship. This is I'm looking dead in the camera because I really want to look people in the eye and address this. This is not a time where you just go and be in an environment with a lot of people because there could be a lot of chatter that you can't be zoned in. So you kindly tell your significant other without getting in the doghouse.
I don't know. It may be worth it to get in the doghouse for that.
But this is a big game. I have to watch it by myself or with so-and-so or so-and-so because they're going to be dialed in with me. There's not going to be useless chatter about New Year's resolutions of losing weight or whatever during the whole game or whatnot. I mean, we're not going to talk about that or what our goals are for the new year during the game. During the game, there's time for that, or some a gossip hour or anything or whatnot. So I'm just saying, choose where you partake New Year's Eve wisely.
Oh my goodness, Adam! Adam. Look, Mike Leach.
It's true.
Mike Leach is a national treasure. He will always and forever be that.
Without doubt.
You're turning into a national treasure.
Well, it's just something that you just got to consider, man. Because, I mean, if you sit there and you're on edge, and also you might put yourself in harm's way of just spouting off and saying some things that you don't mean.
Right,
and you can't take them words back and put them back in your mouth. Some of these folks, I mean, so you just be careful of the surroundings you put yourself in, folks. But you got a highly emotional invested game on the line. Yeah. So and it's just a big party night. Big party night for people to get together and have that fellowship. But when the Dogs are playing the college football semifinal game, man, you got to be careful. Yeah. You got to be careful because you can't let anything take away from the luster of that. And that with old chirpy Karen over here, isn't that what they call the Didn't there something like
Sorry, I was on that.
Karen?
Karen.
The people call them.
Sure.
I've heard that before.
Right.
Somebody, I don't know. So anyway, I'm just saying, it needs to be said.
I love it, Adam. That's good advice there for the Row 60 family.
It's true.
All right, we are going to make this our last caller. We're going on almost 2 hours here, and we have got the last caller on the line. And this is a familiar voice, Adam.
Who we got?
So I'm going to let him introduce himself again.
It's Joe from Jefferson.
There he is.
Crank it back up for round 2, Joe. What's on your mind then? What's on your mind?
Well, I tell you what, Michigan found out last year in the bowl game in Orange Bowl what physicality was and speed was.
Yeah,
and they went back. They went back and tried to replicate that.
That's right.
And they put that up on Ohio State, and Ohio State's going to find out what it is, and they'll go out next year and try to do the same thing.
That's right. That's exactly right. They are going to try to. Yeah. And they're going to get a good dose of physical football, grown man football, hat on a hat, Mr. Joe. Hat on a hat, and knocking the guy across from you off the football on the line of scrimmage. And then, that's the thing. The University of Georgia, Mr. Joe.
Oh, boy.
Ohio State wants to get in a track meet with you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We want to go up there and just pop them, baby. So it's 2 styles of football it's going to be playing. If they want to get into a track meet and try to, I just don't think it's going to bode well for them. And I just don't think. And the thing about it is, Mr. Joe, is you don't instill a physical culture from the last Saturday in November until the last Saturday in December.
Hey, that's a good
point. You don't
point.
have a month to get physical. You don't get physical in a month. It's not a month for you to get in shape. It starts in February.
Mm-hmm.
And for many of these guys
That's
years
right.
ago, and the standard of the culture that's built at Georgia is not the same at Ohio State. And we're going to see, there's different philosophies of how you win football games, Mr. Joe. But what is going to be
That's
said
right.
and true, if you win on the line of scrimmage, you beat your man on both sides of the line of scrimmage and you're physical, you're winning the dang national championship. That's point blank period.
That's a good point.
Point blank period.
That's the way it's going to be.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I watched the ESPN simulation game, computer games.
Yeah, well, what did they simulate?
They simulated Georgia playing Ohio State, and they had Georgia winning 44-13.
Dang.
And Michigan winning 27-20 over TCU. Then they went to the national championship, and they said ESPN simulation, computer simulated game was Georgia 48 and UM 42. So,
wow, hey, I love it.
I'll take that.
And I'm gonna tell you what, boys, we're gonna put a whooping on them tomorrow night.
That's right.
I love it.
That's right. I love it, Mr. Joe. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and this college show is just
Ohio State.
more.
Ohio State has never played a team like us. So.
That's
right.
it. That's right. It's
Yes,
a
sir.
different brand of football. They're a good football team. They're very good. But
yeah.
I just think that
we're better.
This matchup bodes well for Georgia.
We're a whole
Really
lot
good.
better. I tell you what, my wife told me to give you her score.
Yes.
She said Georgia. She said we would win 30-24, and my son said we'd win 34-20.
Like it.
Okay.
Like it.
And,
like it.
And my other son said we'd win 42-10.
There we go.
And his wife said we'd win 37-17. And my grandson said, Papa Joe said, we're going to win 48-17. They ain't going to know what hit them.
I love that. That's hey, that is raising the bright right there.
Yes, sir.
That's raising the bright right there, Papa Joe. I love that, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Get the, you know, that's right. Pass it down from generation to generation, baby.
The generation, yeah. So.
That's why it's special, because it's been passed down from generation to generation. And the stories is what's going to happen tomorrow are going to be stories of the games that we're going to see that your grandson's going to tell their grandchildren. Like you've told them stories about what Herschel Walker did in 1980 when his shoulder got popped out of place against Notre Dame in the Louisiana Super Bowl on the first play from scrimmage. It still ran over 100 yards on the Notre Dame defense, having given up a 100-yard rusher all year. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of stuff that's going to happen tomorrow. Is we're going to get stories that's going to build on the legacy of Georgia football that we're going to pass down from generation to generation. And what an opportunity, man. Bathe in it.
It is. So, guys, I tell you what, I mean, I love you guys beyond belief, and I don't even know you, but I know you on the YouTube.
Dang right.
And I appreciate that dog in front of the tree.
Yes, sir.
The mascot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we appreciate it.
But I want to tell y'all something. We're going to go out there. We're going to walk on the field tomorrow, and Ohio State's going to say, oh, God, they're not that big. They're not that physical. And then we're going to punch them in the mouth, and they're going to say, good Lord, what's happening here?
I love that.
Oh, that's good stuff. That is good stuff.
I love it then, Mr. Joe. All right. Give everybody right now, we're winding down the show. You're the last caller. Give us a pep talk. Give us a pep talk then, Mr. Joe.
All right, boys, I'm going to tell you now. You just get down in that huddle,
yes, sir.
And you look at the guy across the line from you, and you just punch him in the mouth and keep going.
Yeah,
Don't talk with your mouth. Talk with your helmet.
Yes,
so.
sir.
Dang
Strike them,
right.
strike them, strike them.
And when their undisciplined tails look at you and start chirping at you, you just point at the scoreboard, baby.
And you laugh.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't worry about it the fourth quarter because we're going to own it too. So
That's right. That's right.
Oh, man.
That's right. I love it, baby. I love it, Mr. Joe. I'm fired up. Get rowdy tomorrow. What's your plan for – did we ask him what his plan was for New Year's Eve? What's your plan for New Year's Eve, Mr. Joe? We got to know this before we get off.
Well, we're going to sit at home, my wife and I, and we're going to watch the ball game. And my kids are getting together at my oldest son's house out in Flowery Branch, not too far from the Falcons complex. Right. And he's my oldest son says, he keeps telling me, he says, if the Falcons could play like Georgia, he says, you'd win a Super Bowl every year.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That is true.
That's exactly right.
There you go.
All right,
well, guys, okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I appreciate you guys, and thank you, and God bless, and Happy New Year.
Yes, sir.
God bless you, Mr. Joe. Happy New Year. We love you. Appreciate you hollering back at us. Be loud tomorrow. Go Dogs, baby.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Woo! Love it.
Oh, man. All right.
What a night.
Adam, we're going to wind this thing down. We're going to close down the lines, unfortunately. I think we had a couple more people trying. You know what?
Why not?
Why not? No, we can't do this.
We can't disappoint the people.
No. All right. This actually
talk.
is the last call.
All right, this is the last call.
For sure,
All right.
'Cause I got to wake up at 5 tomorrow.
All right,
go ahead. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
This is Wilson from Athens.
Wilson. Yeah, what's going on, Wilson?
What's going on? Go Dogs!
Go Dogs! Good to hear from you, brother. What's going on in the Classic City tonight?
Nothing much, man. Just watching your show.
Love it.
Good.
Love it. Appreciate you checking it out. What's the feel then? What's the feel right now in the household? Where you at about tomorrow?
All right. So that's what I was calling. I wanted to know what you think the difference is going to be, like the key to UGA success tomorrow. Like, how are we going to outperform Ohio State?
On both sides of the football or one particular side of the ball?
Yeah, so go ahead and give me on both sides of the football. So give me offense and defense.
Bring it up. That's backward. No, that's right. That's physicality. Nah, but it is fit. But I do think it's going to be winning the line of scrimmage. I think on the defense side of the football against Stroud, I think it's going to be important to get aggressive and blitzing up the middle. I think they have some strong tackles. We're going to see they haven't given up a sack all year on the outside with their tackles, but I think they're weaker on in the middle, and I think we got just a guy for that, number 88. I think you're going to see some blitzes up the A gap from the second level as well, and I think that's what's going to be important is getting consistent pressure on C.J. Stroud. Never let him get comfortable in the pocket and be able to pick you apart, because he can if that's the case. But be able to disrupt him and throw off the timing, because I think one thing is when he gets in sync with his receivers and timing routes and stuff. But if you're rushing his throws, I think he can make some errors and they're going to get off sync with their offense, Clark, because they're not going to run the football.
No, they won't.
And I think that's going to be something. There will be one-dimensional. Like Taylor said earlier, brought up a good point. They are not going to be able to run the football on Georgia. So I think that's going to be the key on the defense side of the football.
Yeah,
Clark.
I think the thing is, there are a lot of teams who can't say this, but Georgia's linebackers are so versatile, and they have been under Kirby Smart. They can play in coverage. They can go blitz. They can stop a run up the middle. They can make open field tackles. They are so daggone versatile, and I think the success hinges on them. Yeah, I know, the game's won in the trenches. Yeah, I understand that. But these linebackers, they are the ones, making those key plays, especially on the outside. So I think they're going to be the difference on the defense. I know everybody's also talking about the secondary, but don't forget about the guys, Jamon Dumas Johnsons.
Yeah, I think one thing Stroud and Day's going to try to do is try to hit the long ball, get behind the third level. Don't give Stroud enough time to let that develop and get it back there. And I think they're going to try to be aggressive and really try to blow the cap off of it with trying to stretch the field vertically. And I think you're going to see a different game with the cornerbacks. They are going to. I'm excited to see. It's good on good, man. This is what it's about right here. Is what Georgia fans like. We like defensive football. We like to see defenses who are disciplined, who play hard nosed and don't give up points. To me, there's nothing more exciting than a turnover, than a pick or a sack with a fumble, scoop, and score. That's more exciting to me than an offensive touchdown. That's what the Georgia brand has been for many years, even before Kirby Smart. We like defense football, but Kirby Smart's elevated it up. So Ohio State, they're all about playing good offensive football. Trap meets, run and gun, baby. Spread it out. Let's go. So it's good on good. Let's see what happens. Georgia plays complementary football. That's what I like about it. Georgia plays complementary football, and it'll be on display. I do not think Ohio State plays complementary football, but Georgia's defense and offense feast on each other. And look out when you get a score and then Georgia goes and they either get a turnover or a quick 3 and out and then another score and then score like that. Watch out. Let's go. It's on the races. On the offense side.
All right. I got one more question for you guys, actually.
Give it to us then.
Give me the status on Lab McConkey.
I'm not a insider by any means, so I don't know. It seems like from every indication though he'll be good to go.
Yeah.
He'll be good to go. I think number 84
Are you guys
will be
fired
good.
up as I am?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're ready to go, brother. We're ready to go. I'm telling you, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up. And the big thing on the offense side of the football, I'll say this real quick. Stetson Bennett is so good at, we're not going to try to just blow the cap off of him. Take what the defense gives you. He's good at recognizing that and getting rid of the ball quickly, and that's when big plays are going to have. Drive extenders, that's when you're going to have your 65, 70-yard touchdown drives that eat up 7-8 minutes of the clock. Take what the defense gives you. Check down routes, everything. I think we'll see us spread the ball out. It would be a very balanced attack tomorrow, Clark. And then the second half, that's when you impose your will and you run the football down the throat.
Well, Wilson,
that's it, baby.
What are your plans for tomorrow, man? What you got going on?
Man, my plans are for tomorrow. Just wake up, watch a few of the games in the afternoon, and then 8 o'clock rolls around. You know what's on the TV. You know who we rooting for.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Good deal. Well, hey, score prediction.
Go downtown Athens and all the Georgia gear.
There you go, brother. Love it.
Wear your black tomorrow. We're going with black.
That's it.
Hey, do you have a score prediction for us, Wilson?
I do have a score prediction. My score prediction is going to be 38-24 Georgia.
Nice.
Love it, man. I like it, baby. Let's do it.
13-point victory. I'd
Let's
take
do
that
it.
in a heartbeat.
Woo!
All right, Wilson. Well, we're going to sign off tonight. We appreciate you tuning in.
Give me a go dogs and a bark.
Yes, sir. We got you.
Yes, sir. Go
dogs. That's a good bark.
Yes, sir.
I hear you, Wilson. Good bark.
Good, strong closing call. Right
Oh,
there.
yeah. All right, we're going to close the lines as if, we just have millions of people trying to call us. But, hey, we really do appreciate everybody tuning in and joining us tonight. It's always fun to chat with fellow dogs all across the country. I mean,
great
truly,
people out there.
yes.
People who love the dog. That's what
Exactly.
it's all about.
Salt
baby.
of the
all
earth,
about hearing
common
about y'all.
men and women. We love y'all so
Just
much.
love the Georgia Bulldogs,
Yep.
baby.
Adam, wrap this thing up.
Well, give us a little bit first, Clark.
No,
I'm still feeling good.
I'm feeling good, y'all. I know I don't.
Score prediction still the same.
Yeah, I'm going to go score prediction. I'm going to say 42-21.
All right.
I'm dead set on
Still
that.
on that. I love
no
it.
field goals,
I agree.
and if there are field goals, they're going to be missed.
All right. I like it, man. I like it.
We'll see. But, hey, it's not going to be 23, Adam. It's not going to be 41-23.
Right.
Right.
I agree,
Or
man.
40, whatever I said. Anyway, doesn't matter. Go ahead.
All right, man. This is it right here, folks. Last year we lived a dream. And we were like, dang, that's awesome. We're satisfied. We're good.
Right.
No, we're back here, same spot a year later.
Mm-hmm.
The train is rolling. Like I keep saying, Clark, we're just keep pouring coal in the furnace, baby. And anybody on the tracks is about to get run over. Enjoy this, folks. Ohio State, man. Another blue blood that is on those train tracks, Clark, with the Kirby train coming right down through the tracks, man. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be fun to watch with family, friends, and loved ones. Memories will be made tomorrow. So that's what I want to tell everybody is you're going to have the best memories of some of your life that you're going to take to the grave with you, with your family, friends, and loved ones watching this game tomorrow night. So that's why it's going to be special. Enjoy tonight and get fired up, baby, because tomorrow the world will be put on notice that the big dog is going to eat, baby.
Yep.
Georgia's the pinnacle. Georgia is the standard. Georgia is the darling of America right now in college football. And everybody in America will see that red and black and see how rowdy Atlanta, Georgia is going to be tomorrow night. Enjoy it because your team is the best in the nation, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. It's going to be a fun 10-day run we got going on. We'll be here to cover it with you. Have fun tomorrow. Wear your red and black, baby.
Wear your black.
Wear your black. That's right. And get loud because it's time to let the big dog eat, baby. 45-31. Georgia's going to win this football game. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.